um, or like where all the computers are lined up, kind of like a computer lab, and you're just there, and everyone ends up drifting around you, either because of your looks or somehow you're good at a game you're playing. Either one can't be both.
Definitely
And
not the whole like good at games thing.
no, unless it happens to be beginner's luck for one of the games,
Mm-hmm.
and then everyone lets you win otherwise. Um,
Oh yeah, you gotta go change your.
yeah, I was pulling that up.
Yeah, I mean we're
Let's
just
see.
sitting for a second.
Where's the pop out? Settings.
Hello, Z. I
Hellos.
gotta post that we're like live right now.
Where's my pop out? Mod view. Chat. How are you doing, Z? Oh, here's pop out. We are doing well.
Doing good. I sent my parents to the uh airport today, this morning.
All right.
It was nice to have them.
Mm-hmm.
I miss them for sure now. I literally went AWOL for like 3 days.
Hi, Taz.
Or 3 days. Hi, Tess.
Let's see.
Welcome, lovely. It's nice to have both of you on again. Oh my god. Lisa says I look like one of the hot internet girls because I've got like the fit going on. I've got um like the sports bra and then this I mean I actually put thought into like how I was dressing, and especially in the light, like it's like the skater light. Thank you, Tess. Thank you.
I didn't put much thought into my outfit. I just stole this shirt from my dad.
Did you say you see neon pink? That is lovely. You're in with the right crowd, see. I mean,
All right, that's changed.
it's green. It's green. Um but that's okay.
Well, against your skin, it makes your skin look pink.
Oh, it does.
Mm-hmm. So I can see where the hot pink's coming from.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. If it's hot pink, it's hot pink. Ha! Love it. Okay. Oh, right. I was talking and not posting. Okay. Just make sure everyone knows we're here. Oh, Rainer like liked that we were going live. We're live, baby.
We're live.
It really has been like a hot second, I'm not gonna lie. Like, with my parents being here for a week, I kind of just was like, I mean, I was working the first few days and then like I kind of was like touch and go in and out. I'm glad to be back. It was definitely like a good vacation. It just kind of felt like removed from reality a little bit somehow. It's been 3. Oh, 3 weeks on Twitch, yeah, but like I guess 3 weeks like just in the land of the living. That's I feel like more what I mean.
Rainer, as in Rainer Gabriel. Is that
Yeah.
what you mean?
Uh, who would she know him as? Um, Garrick and graphic audio. And the hands. He's so sweet. Rainer is a joy.
Okay, live stream info is updated.
Yay. I'm so excited for this to be like our first book club.
Yeah, it'll
It's
be
gonna
fun to
be our
talk about.
first time doing something like this.
The guinea pig, we'll see how it goes. It should be fun.
Oh, it will. You get to see how we talk about it in real time.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool, Z. Real cool. Her travel blog is good. Hey,
Mhm.
you're sending Henry the contract today. Woohoo! We love that. Is that who I think it is? Maybe.
Excuse me.
Damn it. I still didn't. Did I post this? I think I did. Okay. I did. Okay. Um.
Did you put it in the Discord?
Can you want to do that?
Yeah.
Don't fool me. I'm a researcher. I find the root. Tropes and patterns. Ryan called me today. She told me about how a polycon went. It went really good. She got to meet Henry in person for the first time. He's such a sweet man. Crazy. But like our type of crazy. Z, were you the one who told me that Jennifer also has like the same eye condition? Because I'm. Yep. Mm-hmm. See, I remember, girl. She sees less than me, though. Oh, damn. I didn't know she was like. I had no idea that like it was that bad. Like for her, like I mean, I guess because she's older, but even then, I need to catch up with her about it. Yeah. I mean, we had a lovely talk about it. She talked with me like after my meeting today, which I was gonna talk to Taz more about. But I didn't even get to tell you this, by the way, Lisa, before we get started. So these like so my mentorship program is almost at an end. We're almost at our showcase, which is next Monday, which I'm feeling good about. So we've been working on like these so I mean obviously everyone in this chat right now has watched or has listened to the demos that I've been working on. No shit, no cap. I shared so this was like actually a couple weeks ago. I shared with my mentor a snippet of Taz's book. Just because I was excited about because I also told him about the Gabe thing. But like I didn't tell him about like the whole back and forth. But I will say what was crazy. I shared with him and I read part of the Rose Josh scene, and when we get to it, I'll mention it was like this is the one I was talking about, and I read it for him, and he's like, yeah, this is gonna be the one. Like after weeks of stuff we've been working on, I read this for him because it wasn't even like something that was planned. I just shared this with him, and he was like, "Oh, like why don't you read it for me?" And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay." And then now that's like what we're gonna be, and we worked on it for the past couple of days. Um, I literally get to share with it this snippet with the entire Penguin producing team.
Great promotions.
I know. And this was the same lady that I talked about Taz's book with. Because I was like telling her about. Because to be fair, she asked me what I was reading recently. And I was like, oh, well, this is what I've been reading. Happy works differently in every person. Oh. Okay. Well. Okay. You're good. No worries. Honestly, I just want to share with you in a call anyway. Um. Ooh. My friends asked me about it as soon as they saw your lovely book next to me. It's a good cover.
It's a good book with a good cover.
Alrighty. Our 15 minutes is allotted. So
Alrighty.
let me go ahead and start this thing. So welcome everyone
Welcome,
to our
welcome.
first welcome to our first monthly book club. So this will be for May. We were gonna do one early, but like timing, everything, whatever. So we get to be talking about As Worlds Tilt by our wonderful own Tasneem Alam. And I am so excited to like talk more in detail about this. I have it pulled up, so that's why my screen keeps changing from like dark to light.
She's having a party over there.
Have a seizure. Um, First of all, what a lovely book. What an amazing book. I told this off screen, but this was the first time since Fourth Wing that I felt like, in the first book of Fourth Wing, that I felt like I couldn't put it down. And I was reading it for our interview, but it never felt like on a time limit. Because because even with just reading so much, I can get like busy and shit. No, I just would sit there for hours, and I was like, when I first starting reading it, and then 5 hours passed by, and I had no idea that.
Yeah, the time definitely gets away once you get into it. Like once I like sat down, I ended up reading it, except for like the first part. I read it in 2 days straight, and it was just like, oh, I've been reading for 8 hours. How did that happen?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did I eat today? No. Oh well.
The book is the thing we eat.
Yes.
And
And all the things that were eaten in the book. Like that's really pulling into the time to eat thing.
Good God. We love a book that sucks us in. Yeah. No, it was amazing. So I
There was a
guess
lot of
like
cooking too.
I know you're excited to talk about that. So first of all, okay. Overall favorite moment and or like least favorite moment, not in the sense of like I thought that there was a bad section of the book, but like maybe like least favorite moment, maybe.
Mm. I wouldn't say that there were any like least favorite moments, really.
Mm,
Like, because a lot of it, this being the first book, it's a lot of like world building and all that sort of stuff. So I was mostly kind of in analytical mode.
mm.
It, um, I think parts that I think it was more so the every single time that she found out someone had been lying to her,
Ha!
and like the plot twist that came with that.
Oh yeah.
I think each one of those kind of like shocked me a little bit because it's like, really, how much worse can her life get?
Like how many secrets are being like uncovered? Because
And
even
just when she thinks that she figures something out, then like go another day or two, and suddenly, bam! Oh, wait, you were lying to me about that?
even getting closer to the end, I was like, oh, I've got it figured out. And then like close,
No, right at the end, last couple chapters.
I was like, no, I know nothing actually. Um, oh my god. So, okay, I wouldn't say least favorite moment, but just like it was like specifically one of the Nathaniel chapters. I was just like very much like, "Ugh." I was like, this
Yeah.
is like I hate him. Like not that I like hated like the way it was written or like how it was like weird or anything. It was more just like
I
I
mean, right at the very beginning, when we first got uh, basically the intro of what happened
uh
with Nathaniel and everyone with the Zach and Cursed One and all that. Like,
yeah.
uh, even then, like I felt weirded out and like right off the get go, just because he was like touching on her and like pulling her close and lots of kisses to her head, and it's like nothing directly sexual was really happening, but I'm like, this is giving me an off vibe.
No, you know what? It's funny that you say that because I didn't see it. I was too
Mm,
focused on like the dark shit that was happening that I didn't even like really notice. And then it was like
yeah.
it was the next Nathaniel scene where she like lost her memory again, right? And
Mhm.
I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, you, ew.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to say, like, about the losing the memory thing. So I know we talked about this in the first interview, about like when Taz was giving us the rundown of like, she keeps getting her memory back and losing it and blah blah blah. I thought that was going to be like when we combine that with the dates, I thought it was going to be like, oh, we're having flashbacks and we're going back in time to when she had her memory. So it took me a hot second, probably too long, to realize, oh, he's giving her back her memory for this moment and then taking it away again. Almost uh, like if you're hitting like save game and then turning off the
Or
computer.
or it's like it was she's losing or like as we're in the present going
Hmm.
along, but like there's multiple people that are like taking away her memory. Like
Yeah.
there's one guy, Nathaniel's the one who's taking away like the current memories of like whenever they go out, whenever they have their secret dark shit meetings.
Hmm.
Like that's getting taken away from her. And
Yeah.
then we're like all of a sudden back to another day further. That was the big thing that I like caught on to because she was like, it's good to know the author when before reading this. Um, was the fact that like if there was any time where a date like even we lost a day going from
Hmm.
chapter, I went, haha. Like, I was like, hold up,
Hold up.
there's something. So
It was hard for me to keep track of the days, honestly.
well, it happens in such a rapid succession, except like
Yeah,
when it really does say 3 weeks have gone by or whatever the hell.
right. When
Or
this is actually in the text. So sometimes I did forget to look at the dates at the start of each chapter. And then when I would, it's like, wait a minute, are we saying like really only a couple months have passed since her birthday? Like what?
so I guess then to answer my own question of like what my favorite part was,
Mm.
Oh, God, there was like so many. I really love when they were at Coil Spire.
Yeah,
When they
I
were at
think
his
that
place for a
was
week.
just a great week. That was a great week.
Mm-hmm. And then
I
immediately
think,
ruined.
right, just because he can't cope with the fact that he has fallen for the person who he hates.
Right.
But and specifically got called out on it. No one likes being called out on the bullshit. That's true.
No.
I speak from my own experience. But in terms of like favorite moments, it's also similar to like the least favorite moments where it isn't one like specific moment. It's like a bunch of moments. Like personally, I really love the Josh perspectives, like the
Ooh,
red ones that we got.
of
And I
course you
think
did.
part of that for me is because, you know, he is such an asshole in all of her perspectives, pretty much. And so, like, finally getting kind of into his head, like, he's still an asshole, he's still a prick, but like, you know, seeing how he's going about it and seeing like the conflict that's going on in his mind rather than just his outer self. So I really liked seeing the Josh perspectives.
I think she wrote this so well. Not only in understanding the hierarchy right off the bat,
Mm-hmm.
or at least like getting to know it in a good way without like being too left in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
While also giving that perspective, because I feel like if Josh's perspective wasn't in there, this would have been like ACOTAR and then like Mist and Fury level of like, we're gonna have to rewrite all of the first book.
Right.
Be like, hey, this was happening behind the scenes, or this is how he's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not that.
I also just really appreciate the guy friendships, the dude friendships between the warriors.
Yes.
Their friendships are sweet, and you know, just the fact that even though there is a lot of conflict for the certain things often related to Rose, like just them meeting up at a bar and exchanging jokes, and you know, everyone stealing each other's phones, and like I love the social media aspect actually, even though I'm not on social media much. And then I mean, also probably one of the reasons I also really love Coilspire is because of, you know, him finally, even though he has his own feelings, his own hatreds and whatnot, he still lets himself be what he kind of wishes he could be if there wasn't the whole hatred involved. And, you know, the just finally getting that week to be mates.
It was the idea of like letting everything else in the background fade away and just like, how do you guys feel about each other? Do
And
you
it
actually?
really, right. Do you feel actually? But like I think it was written very well in the way that it was described that Coilspire was, you know, House Hunter's like home, like it was his parents' home, and then now it's his home, and it's like actually a home, and the staff are like family to him.
Yeah.
Like that dinner with the staff, that like actually made me tear up a little bit because I'm like, this is so sweet. Like they actually care and they're excited for her to be there, and it really is like a safe haven away from Gravenhold.
It's like the whole anime thing where like if a guy is nice to children or if he's nice to staff, like he's not actually like a bad guy.
Yeah. Sorry, what's that festival? Mammon? Is that the name of it?
Which one?
The autumn festival where they were going through all of the like vendors and stuff, and the little girl ran up to give him the flower crown. That was such a sweet scene, and I'm like, the thing is, I knew that you were thinking of like a guy that's good with kids. Like I immediately pictured your voice, like, or sorry, not pictured your voice. I heard your voice in my head as I was reading that of like, a man that's good with kids.
But not in like the pedo way, like in
No,
the like
no, definitely not. But like just like he softens so much, and it's like he knelt down and he's like asking all these sweet questions to the kid and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, even though they were on camera, technically, because of all the paparazzi, but like he was still, it still felt very genuine, and it read as very genuine too.
The social media aspect added like here's the thing. This didn't break that like contemporary boundary for me, even though it's contemporary, because it's still fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
What I consider a contemporary romance is like real world events apply. Like, World War II was a thing. Like, in the sense, like, this is not that. It's just there's
curious,
technology involved.
Yeah, which is honestly, since I haven't read Crescent City, this is my first fantasy that has modern technology in it.
Yep. It does the same thing.
So it's like it sometimes startled me a little bit, like, just, I don't know, because it's like, oh right, she pulled out her phone. Right, she has a phone even though there's shifters and stuff like that. And yeah, Z, I will read Crescent City very soon. But I think there was such an interesting aspect. So actually, I squirrel moment thought of like, so even though like it doesn't talk about like World War II, for example, bringing up all of like the different lives that Nathaniel and Iris lived, or Isis.
Yeah.
Like bringing in historical figures that are recognizable, but not bringing in any of like the main events, or seeing it rather from a supernatural point of view.
Yeah, it's like that. I'm okay. Like, you're right in a lot of ways, because there was also mentions of like territory of like in the United States where it's like, okay, New York is.
It just brought up New York, and that for a moment was just like, wait, what? Where are we again?
But like, it's enough away from it that I'm not like, because again, I don't like really. It's not that I don't. It's not that I hate it. I just don't dig contemporary romance. But this is like away from that. And it was like enough, but like the social media aspect made it seem more real, which made it hit me sometimes a little bit harder when like the social media aspects came up in a bad way. Of like people talking shit online and everything, and it's like, yeah, that
I know, and everyone bringing up posts, especially like the old posts. It's like, because everyone has like keeps those things on their phones for blackmail.
That's crazy.
It's like, it takes blackmail into a different level now that there's phones.
So just to give some context before, like, because obviously those were just kind of our opening statements.
Yeah.
First of all, like Liesl said, it follows Rose Craving and Josh Hunter. They're both they go between chapters, but it is mainly in Rose's perspective.
Yeah, it's like 6 to 7 Rose chapters and then a Josh chapter.
Mostly, yeah. And how so these are obviously shifters, but they're not all like when you think of a shifter romance, you think of werewolves or just wolves.
Yeah.
It's like wolves.
It's kind of like the main, but at the same time there's more.
Yeah, it's like the wolves are kind of, they're not, I guess they're the royalty class, but they're not like each house underneath them. So like, for example, House Hunter, where Josh is from, is they are they're snake shifters. Serpents. Say snake instead of serpent so Taz doesn't kill me. Because they're different. But they all have, and again, obviously getting into more the nitty gritty, they even have classifications of snake. Like for example, Josh is a basilisk shifter, which means that he like can't look at anyone, because obviously, if we all know from Harry Potter, if you're a basilisk, like you can't look at
paralysis.
Yeah.
His favorite power.
Right. And so, like, it adds another element to the shifter stuff, which because it's not that I don't mind like a good werewolf romance, but sometimes that can get boring to me. So the fact that there's bears, there's eagles, there's, I mean, obviously
panthers.
The and all of their hierarchy is they obviously at the top of their whole like social class, like all of the shifters. They've got the Luna and the Alpha. So the Luna is the wife of the Alpha. And then they've got the Beta and the Vayara, which obviously the Beta is like the second in command of the Alpha, and the Vayara is the queen of the Beta. But I was very intrigued by the fact that like the Vayara was kind of like a queen, because the Beta is, because in my mind, when I think of shifter theft, Betas are kind of like, I don't want to say they're pussies, but like they're kind of like like in the stuff that I have watched and the things that I've seen, they're not necessarily like the most, I don't, notorious. It's always the alpha guy. But the way that this is set up is like the beta is treated just as well. I mean, obviously not as well, but like
more so like the dangerous bodyguard of the alpha.
Yeah, the one you shouldn't fuck with. Because then Nathaniel, who we've been mentioning, is at the top because he's the father of the shifters. So in the hierarchy
he's the king of all.
Yeah, we'd go the king, the alpha, the beta. Well, obviously, honestly, the Luna is above the beta because she's queen. So again, Taz sets this lore up very easily without like having to think too. Like, I didn't have to wrap my brain around you to explain that. That was more me just. I literally just was like, "Yep, this is what it is." I didn't even write that down.
Although I will say it did help me a lot, like later in the book when at Coilspire, the library with all like the history books, like it helped having it like written out like in a book form inside of a book of like this is just the facts, this is the history, this is the family tree.
Kind of, Z. I think she did bring up Teen Wolf at some point.
I think so, yeah. That was in the interview.
Yeah, she did. It's what also was cool to me is that they have their own warrior class. Yeah, exactly, Z. I'm sorry, I didn't watch Teen Wolf, so if that's what it's, I'd never like actually.
I didn't either.
even though Dylan O'Brien was the hottie back in the day, I loved him in Maze Runner. So the fact that I've never watched Teen Wolf is kind of crazy because that's like one of his main things he's known for. I know, Z. I'm sorry.
Maybe if once we figure out how to do watch party stuff, that can be one of our movies.
I know. Oh, the series.
Well, series. See, I don't even know that much.
So anyway, Rose is a princess. So she's a part of their royalty class. And they have a warrior class, which is like above the rest of the shifters. And which includes the alpha and the beta, right? And they're all picked by the divine, which is the god. The god in their world. And they all have gray eyes and they all turn into white wolves. Which I didn't catch this when I caught this like halfway into it, not because of Taz's writing, but because like I don't think I picked it up, is that they could also shift into something else. Like Josh is a snake. God damn it. He's a serpent, a basilisk, but he can also shift into a wolf. I thought like they couldn't shift in it, but then also because Rose is a princess, she can shift into anything. Because she's a prince, she's a part of the bloodline in the Craving line, which is the princess of all the shifters. So that threw me off a little bit when we got into it, and she's like, "Yeah, she can change into a snake, a serpent." And I was like, "The fuck, what?"
Like, also, I was still waiting for that moment when she shifted into a serpent in front of Josh.
We'll see it. That'll be next book.
I'm sure. I think it was where did my train of thought go? I think it was interesting with just that fact of like of what you just said, that they're able to shift into what their own house animal is. And you know, it took me well, I guess until kind of like one of the earlier Josh perspectives when he was going to that meeting with the Den Lords. Until that's when they were describing the throne and all that sort of stuff. And it's like he was talking about how, he can turn into a wolf at the same time he can turn into any sort of snake, serpent.
We're gonna keep doing that. I'm sorry.
He's a snake.
I mean, they are
entirely wrong. But
they're different. Keep on going.
He gets so triggered. But anyway. But like, just we haven't seen their other forms yet, so I'm interested for when we do see their forms more than just like their white wolves.
Oh, there is a difference, but it's symbolic. That's okay. Sorry, I looked it up, guys. The difference between a snake and a serpent. There's nothing biologically. It's just that a serpent is a mythological being.
So supernatural.
Yeah.
He's not just an ordinary snake. He's a serpent.
But it is funny that she'll bring up how like snake-like he is, and I'm like, I'm not a snake.
How dare you group me with those common class slitherers? I don't know.
I do. So then, of course, getting into like, they have the warriors and the crescents are the mates of the warrior class. And that's like who we see throughout the entire book.
Which basically the ladies of court.
Yeah, but they're like badass too in their own way.
They are.
But you brought up something that was important too, because the thing that's interesting about Josh is that he's the leader of their den, like the leader of all the serpent kind, while also being the beta. So it's like there's like a power class system that's going on, and that's why Josh being mated to Rose is pretty. It's powerful and cool, but also dangerous because she's a princess, and so it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, even though they're the ruling class, you're not really supposed to mix like dukes with princes. You know what I mean? Because like they're supposed to be the people of their domain, and so having a princess come in on them would just overpower the other person. But like the fact that they're mates in this world, in Taz's world that she set up, mates are equals, like we've seen in multiple things that we've read. So they don't really overpower each other, but like that's not how optics work. Even though that's what reality is, the optics of it look like the craving line is trying to take over the last of the hunter line.
Especially because no one's considering that she can change into a serpent.
So, I guess starting out, when talking about just how the beginning is with how everyone is at the start. Hold on.
Perfect time to...
Sorry, I had to get something. I was feeling wheezy. Okay. Rose and Josh at the start of the book. Obviously, this is in Taz's how do I say, like, also in the interview, like not the spoilery part of it. Obviously, this will be spoilers as we go into it. But Josh has been cheating on Rose this entire time they've been mated. They've been mated since she was 12. They're 6 years apart, and something happened, which we figure out like kind of more halfway, more like I feel like a quarter in, is that Josh hates her for some reason, and has been like, from what her optics have seen, is that he's just been cheating on every serpent girl in the world, basically.
Pretty much.
Not even just in this area, in the world.
Which, actually, sorry, before you come into this,
yeah,
I think that was another thing that I kept forgetting throughout the book, was that even though, they were set, I guess, in the US, they were just the fact that the warriors are kind of like the leaders of each of the houses across the world, rather than just the leaders of the house in the US, for example. Like that's something I kept forgetting, of like when they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go overseas to talk to this other den lord. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah. So it's like there's serpents everywhere, but Josh is like the main leader of all of them, and then it's like
Yeah.
den lords living around the player world.
Yeah.
So obviously, from what Liesel told us, is that getting Josh's perspective was like really important here, because obviously we feel for Rose in the sense of she's just a princess living her princess life, but she doesn't seem like she really wants to be like, or it's like duty's duty, but at the same time not necessarily on a level of like Jasmine, I want to get out of here. It's like I just wish I wasn't this person.
Yeah, and throughout the book, we don't really even get much of her doing like princess work. In fact, we don't even get much of like the usual court work. It just says, oh, I did some work on the computer, for example. Like it doesn't go into that, which in a way I kind of appreciated.
Or more so as like going to events and shit.
Yeah, events, like that's a focus of that, which I think is good. But like it doesn't, like she didn't write much about the tedious work.
It seems like Shane does that mostly. Shane is important to because he's the alpha, and also Rose's brother, older brother. Also, girl Eliza, one of my favorite characters throughout this book is she's the Luna, Shane's mate.
She's seems like your kind of character.
Such a badass like lady character, but at the same time like feels so powerful in that. So she starts out pregnant in the in I keep wanting to say the show. It's playing in my mind like a show, so that's why I keep like that. So she starts out pregnant, and she gives me that like the silent strength in like she might not be like a huge brute warrior, but
she's like mental strength. She's like the mental emotional support for the alpha.
So what's interesting about Rose is she hasn't shifted yet, because they shift on their 18th birthday, and she has gray eyes, which, as I mentioned before, gray eyes are usually associated with the warrior line.
And only males.
And only males, yes. Never has a female been in her bloodline with gray eyes. And they all just kind of casually, they're like, meh.
She's a freak. Nothing's gonna come of it. They were kind of dumb for that.
Kind of like a dud. They're treating her as like a dud. That it's kind of like a freak of nature. Like,
yeah,
she's not really, how do I say? Anyway. So, I actually, maybe this is going to be controversial. I actually didn't hate Josh. I thought he was being a dumb fuck. For most of this book, honestly, I didn't really
with his emotions and his hard-ons.
I actually didn't get mad at him until after Coldspire, later in the book. Like that's like when I actually got mad at him throughout the entire thing. So like it sets it up as, you know, obviously we get to know Rose and that her shifting is coming soon, and we get to know like all the other Crescent ladies. It's like, so it's Mariella and Crystal are pretty big, and then there's Vanessa, obviously Eliza, and there's Danya.
Danya? I keep wanting to say Dania.
Yeah, no, it's Danya. And then Danya. I feel like I'm missing one, but like, I mean, obviously Rose, but if I'm missing one, I'm sorry. I tried my best. I'm pretty sure I remembered all of them, but
I always mix up their pairings because
Antonio's with Mariella.
Who's Sam's mate? Azura?
Oh fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I missed one.
She was pregnant too, right?
Yeah, but we didn't like get to really see her though.
No.
Okay. So yeah, it was Sam with Azura, and then Daniel and Danya.
Yep.
Obviously, Rose and Josh.
Yeah.
Vanessa and
James.
fuck yes, James. Girl.
Shane and Eliza.
Shane and Eliza, and then Antonio and Mariella.
Yep. And then Crystal and Devon.
Yes?
Yes.
Did you just make up a name or
I think I just made up a name.
yes. Fuck. Who's with is there anyone in the audience who's read this book?
Panther.
I know Z's here, but I was like, is there someone
Hold on.
who are we forgetting?
No, it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it Devon?
I think it is.
I know, girl. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. I promise, like, I just am not remembering it. Okay, well, you're gonna freak out.
Yeah, it is. It is Devon.
Really? You didn't? Okay,
Devon
good.
Claus.
I'm sorry. She just said it with the vigor of like I just made up something.
No, I think it was more so I couldn't quite remember. It was Crystal and Devon that were the pair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 7.
Yeah. I think we got it.
Oh yeah, right. Because there wouldn't be 8 pairs because Josh and Rose. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's all of them. We did it.
So okay, again. Sorry. Okay, I actually not agreed. I obviously agree with you most of the time, but like I really did love their dynamics, and I thought it wasn't too much either. Like it was enough weaved into the story throughout the entire thing that like I didn't feel like it was sitting for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like it actually had like a plot convenience, like especially like the first time they did where they were hanging out, and we have this figuring out that all of them, including the women, so all the warriors in the know about what happened to Rose, but they don't know the whole Nathaniel thing. Obviously, we know what they're talking about, but like there's multiple things going on here. They know that Rose has her memories missing, but they don't know about what, but they don't know that multiple things are going on. So we're thinking, wait, who the fuck?
And like I was trying to figure out like the whole start of the book with Nathaniel of like, what does that have to do with the book? Like, what does that have to do with where we are now? When is that going to come back?
Oh. I mean, the stuff with Nathaniel has kind of been, I feel like that's a book 2 thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, and yeah, it's been like in and out, of course. Like we're not seeing Nathaniel every chapter. It is interesting that, he's there for some of the events and for some of the council meetings, but he doesn't really say much. Like, because we typically think of like, oh, if he's the leader of all, then, he's got to be like engaged in like the events and stuff. But I do, even though I don't really like him as a character, I do appreciate that he kind of like stepped back and let Shane lead.
Well, it's interesting. Also, by the way, Rose doesn't have her parents anymore. There's something there. They died. I don't know what happened there. That's, I don't even by the end of this book, we don't know. But oh god, it's like such a nuanced, interesting way to like, I'm sorry if like we're not making sense. Like it's more just like there's a lot of things to uncover.
I keep jumping around too.
Well, no, because the whole Nathaniel thing, the reason it's setting it up is it's almost setting it up as like Rose is dark. Like she has this darkness inside of her, and she has this like power that no one else of the shifters have. And it's like, why does she like? It's almost like she's turning into evil Rose, like during those moments. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You will enjoy the book.
You will. I mean, obviously, we're talking about it, and so this is how you know we like it. If we were going to like in order, it'd be like, yeah, and then this happened. Like,
Well, we would not be doing it.
well,
for
no, we wouldn't be doing anything.
book
We
club.
wouldn't be doing anything if it wasn't a good book. But I think what was also setting it up was like the idea that there were like other bad things happening. You know, all those times where they were like, oh, like what is it, the sisters of like,
Of the witches, you mean?
yeah, like
The Sisterhood of Sin.
the Sisterhood of Sin. Thank you. Like they get brought up constantly throughout like the book. Like they're hunting the Sisterhood of Sin covens. Like they're bad people, and it's like they've been out there dealing. And also, yeah, no, girl, it's good.
There's also a Sisterhood of Light.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the two different sisterhoods of witches.
Yeah. There's witches, there's vampires, there's which Z's gonna fucking love. And there's shifters. I
And
will
everything in between.
I will say that they didn't really talk about it. She didn't really talk about it much in this book, but like they're hunting the felines too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch that?
Yeah,
It's almost
with the
like,
whole pride stuff.
yeah, it's
The
almost
pride
like,
queens.
yeah, it's like they're also like bad.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because it's like typically if we're looking at like a group of villains, for example, and this is just generally speaking, like typically the villains are either focused on the main characters, or they're focused on another group, or they're just killing everyone without like discrimination.
Mhm.
But so it's kind of interesting how it seems like they're focusing on the pride, so on the felines,
Mhm.
but then also a little bit on Cravenhold and the warriors and stuff like that in a way. So it kind of feels not like your typical villain group.
Yeah.
Oops, poor Mitch. Mitch is like, oh, she's talking about vampires again.
Z. Liam in this book? Girl.
Liam's a whole nother thing.
Okay. Going off of what Lisa said before I get too excited.
Yeah.
Liam's one of my favorite characters, by the way. Besides,
why.
I wonder why that.
Abs or a wall scene or a table scene? Well,
There's definitely abs. There's definitely a wall scene.
there's a table scene,
There is a table scene.
just not necessarily with Liam.
See? She's like, ah.
No, there's definitely lots of abs.
I could just
There's a couple
imagine.
walls.
Made sure Mitch is not on the floor. No, she's gonna have the book with her and she's gonna be like reading it as like we're fucking talking. So where's Liam? Where's this? So no. Okay, so going back, like, because this is like a setup book, and I appreciate a setup book. We're not as much getting like the like villainy aspects of it, which is what we're gonna be going into like more.
Yeah, she is going to get it.
Yeah, dude. So the fact that she's setting up the villains and that they're doing bad things. I mean, remember the whole like we didn't get it, but Vanessa got taken.
Mm-hmm. For
She
2
got
years.
For 2 years, his mate got captured. So that's gonna come more into play. I actually got like, yeah. So anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. But so setting that up, it's wait, are we missing someone? Oh, nope. Okay. I was looking through because I was getting to where I was in the text. I was trying to bring up the text. So then just going back to like Rose and Josh, is that what we get from Josh's perspective, like Liesl said when when they were in the Den Lords meeting, we get it very, very cut and dry cleanly that Josh still doesn't like her and still, but like him fucking every serpent girl was not his idea.
Mm-mm.
He's in chapter 5, I think, babe. My page numbers are different on a Kindle, so I think so. Wait, is it? Am I lying to you? Or is the Liam section? Nope, I lied to you. It's chapter 6. Okay, I was one off. Give me a minute.
You know how I can how I identify which chapter it is?
Oh no.
The first thought was plug. That's how I searched it up in my Kindle
Fuck
to find what
you.
chapter it was.
No, I was gonna say ass, maybe?
Well, okay, I searched up Liam first, and I'm like, oh right, she didn't get the name that early on, or we didn't get the name.
Oh right, I'm sorry.
Like we didn't get the name that early on, and then I'm like, well, what else happened in that scene? Oh right.
I'm sorry. I guess that's not a big spoiler. But it kind of is. I'm sorry. Why am I apologizing? This is a spoiler section. Okay.
It's meant to be spoilers. She joined in here knowing that there would be spoilers.
Okay. I mean, you can tell he's a vampire, so it doesn't have anything to do with his name. But anyway, so back to what I was saying about Josh, is that like the Den Lords, like we said, Rose is kind of how do I say, not supposed to be their leader. They don't want her to be the Vayara, and they don't want her to be Josh's mate. But that's how this is. Like mates can't be like they were chosen by the divine.
Mm-hmm.
Like
mates are chosen by the divine, and then also warriors are basically chosen by the divine.
They can't just say no, they're not. You can't make them be together. Like that's not how this works. So
Right.
they wanted him. So there's two to give this into context. There's two different types of mate bonds. There's the ones that are given by the divine, and then there are ones that, I don't want to say they're forced, but they're like found.
They're found.
They're found more than given. So it's like you find it's a different like colored bond. Like the divine bond is kind of more of this kind of holy than thou light white light.
If you like think about any sort of like other stuff you've read, like oftentimes like if you talk about regular mates versus fated mates, for example, like fated mates regular mates are like, oh, it's the red string of fate. So it's a red string basically versus, oh, this is an unbreakable bond. This is a golden string, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So
the serpents wanted Josh to find a mate and a serpent so that he could marry her.
Mm-hmm.
But he'd still be mated to Rose.
And he wouldn't be able to have any babies with the serpent.
No. So, but they just wanted like a one in name, which never made any fucking sense to me. Mm-mm. Even now, I'm still like, what the fuck? Like these are divine people. What are you doing? So, obviously,
I mean, it's kind of impressive how many women he fucked though in just 4 years.
4,612. 612? Okay, you remember that.
4,612.
Girl, what a number. Like, I just imagine someone getting asked like their body count. And it's like, no, she totally, Lisa's like the best at remembering that kind of specific shit. I can like remember
random stuff.
I can remember like the general themes and like a lot of specificities.
Tabby is really good at like the order that things happened in. Like that's why she typically leads like each of our episodes. It's like she remembers the orders things goes in, and then I remember the random tiniest little details in between those sections.
It's a good balance we've got going on.
Yeah.
But That's why I could tell you like about where it is in the text.
Right.
I was like, it's really early on, but I don't remember like explicit. I was only one chapter off. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
So I love you too. So anyway, so we learn very quickly that as Rose's shifting is coming up, that means it's also about time for Josh and her to actually be, because again, for 6 years they haven't been mated. They could have mated at some point, but they haven't. It's almost like they're waiting up until like the last minute, because when shifting as into, with her it's a wolf because she's part of the craving line, so yes, she's a
So
wolf.
that's her main shift.
Yes.
So like with all of like the other warriors, like their main shifts are their individual animals, but then they also have the shift of a white wolf because they're warriors. And
Yes.
so the craving line, the main shift is the wolf.
But not necessarily a white one.
No.
But when Rose shifts, they have 1 year. Rose and Josh have 1 year to mate, or they both die, which is fucking wild.
And that goes like throughout, like if one dies, the other dies anyway, throughout, not just with the mating thing.
Yes.
So that means like if one of them dies, sorry, squirrel moment.
Girl, that actually made, that was some stakes. Yep. Wait, what? Yes. So once Rose goes through her shifting, because she hasn't reached 18 yet, obviously Josh has, because they're 6 years apart. When she shifts, the clock ticks and starts, and they have 1 year to actually perform the mating ritual, which is just like them claiming each other, like it's the bite thing.
And most people do it before the year is up, or even close to up.
Yeah, because who wants to fucking, because they both die by the end of the year if they don't do it.
And also it's like you're like you've shifted and it's like, oh, my wonderful mate. And in most cases it's gonna be like, oh, let's fuck right away, or at least within a month. They're like, nope, save it to last minute.
So that's the problem here, is that does Josh hate her enough to let them both die? Or are they gonna figure something out? Because obviously Rose loves Josh. And Josh loves her too. But
he just is in denial. Very serious denial.
No, he doesn't. Well, the the cheating stuff, okay. I don't know how to answer that question.
He does care for her a lot. He hates her, but at the same time, like it starts off by portraying it as because they're mates, like he's blaming it on the mating bond of like, oh, I want to be around her, but that's just the mating bond talking.
It's not.
Really. But then, you know, as we get more and more into the story, it's like, no, it's not just the mating bond anymore. You're falling for her and you're frustrated about it because you hate her still.
No, you will, Z.
Dude,
no worries.
Z, I was literally like pacing around while I was reading. It was one of those books where I could not sit still.
Which is like me sitting still and you pacing.
We switched.
That's lovely. Well,
yes, you definitely should see.
So my neighbor. Yeah. So just continuing. So before the shifting ceremony happens, good thing we haven't. Oh yeah, because 6 chapters in and I was dead, girl. So Daniel and Danya, because again, we could be on this fucking call for hours, but like anyway, their whole thing is that they love threesomes. They want to have a threesome with someone. Rose is not that person, but they're so basically they're like the clubbing people. They're the people who you want to like go and have a good time with. So we figure out really early on, chapter 6, that Josh hasn't been the only one. I don't want to say Rose is cheating because they're not actually together, but they are mates. Sorry, can I just say one thing about the whole like dying at the end of the year thing? I just keep thinking about Elaine, and I just she would totally let them both die just to be like,
Absolutely. If I can't have Grayson, I'll just die. Or I'll just kill myself. And Lucia's like, what the fuck, man?
she's like, I'm already dead. It's like, no, I wanted to live. What the fuck? So yes, we figure out that Rose is not the only one who's been cheating. Again, because this is a spoiler section, like I'm just gonna tell you who it is, like because you learn it pretty quickly anyway. He's actually a mysterious stranger at first, but they like
a handsome, mysterious stranger.
A handsome, mysterious vampire stranger
with strong arms and lots of veins and corded muscles.
I love Liam.
It's Liam, by the way.
Yeah, it's Liam. If you haven't noticed,
handsome, mysterious muscles, very much.
So what's funny is that some mysterious muscles. Is that they've been kind of doing this for a while. They've been like I think, is this the first time like they're actually doing this? I don't think so.
Doing what?
The sex.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not the first time that they've fucked.
So, okay. So, also, by the way, obviously,
it's not normal sex though.
It's not normal sex. Hold on, I'm getting there. Obviously, vampires and werewolves are not necessarily the most compatible, but sometimes it works here. So, because Rose wants to save herself for Josh, even though
for some reason.
Right, because Josh's virginity's gone. Very much so. 4,611 girls ago. Oh, I think Lisa. She I think something happened to her. Yeah, I know. I know. Something happened to her. Hopefully she'll come back. I know. Well, hopefully she'll be back. Now y'all are just stuck with me for a second. I hope so too. I guess they've been having like some really spotty stuff up in the mountains with like she's starting her computer back up again. I guess the power went off. They've been having like a huge like winter storm going on in Colorado. So I mean, the fact that we went for that long was actually pretty good. Not very which kind of sucks. Oh, what's the one you're reading right now? No, I was super excited to like read this. I like it. What is he? So he's got silver eyes and blonde hair, and I'm like, Liam's just like the perfect dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think I've ever, Because they don't set it up like a love triangle. You know what I mean? Hey, you're back, baby.
Ooh, that like actually startled me.
Aw, I'm sorry.
I was trying to hear about Rose trying to save herself from an asshole. And then the power just goes out. Like, it's so rude.
Mm-mm. I got a cock block once again.
Stupid cock. So hang on, give me a sec to get all my screens back up.
You're good. I was telling Z about how excited she is for this book.
Z will love this book.
Oh, yeah. Listening to the third book in the Plated Prisoners. Oh, of course. Of course. You gotta listen to your Anthony.
Alright, let's do this. This back over here.
Oh, he's got a British accent, by the way. The vampire. I just want to let you know that, Z. Trisha O'Malley. But oh, okay.
This back up.
Mm-hmm.
Mysterious, handsome muscles.
Yeah, but that's not how like real British guys look.
Except for the few that do, but you know.
Yeah, the ones that are. She went. That was so quick. She went. Nope.
Nope. Well, yeah, she's had more experience.
Mm-mm.
But people. Okay, I think I'm back.
Sadly, LOL. Okay. I have one more. Why don't you tell Z about why she's saving herself for
For an asshole. Speaking of asshole. Anyway. She's basically Rose is basically saving herself for Josh because she wants it to be special. Even though she and Josh don't get along, they're often butting heads, and you know, with all of the cheating that he's doing, it's making her not want to be around him. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah.
But yes, so regardless, sorry, lost my train of thought there. Regardless of like all of that sort of stuff, she wants to save herself. She wants to save her virginity, her vaginal virginity.
Yes.
For Josh. And so, because of that, with this mysterious, handsome stranger, it's anal sex. Like, it's all anal sex. And, well, of course, you know, oral sex and, like, blowjobs and stuff like that. But, like full on, he's gifting her anal plugs just because, which is also another clue as to the fact that they've done it before, because he wants to keep her tight.
She's been wearing it like this entire
Yeah, literally before this moment, like another spoiler here. Literally before this moment, she was at an event. She was at like a party, like she was all dressed up and everything, and like drinking wine out of champagne glasses, and well, champagne out of champagne glasses, all that sort of stuff. And then she goes out clubbing, and you know, and then meets up in like one of those VIP booths in a club.
So, yes. So, she found a hot vampire prince to fuck her in the ass so that they don't have like actual more twists and turns.
That's only in chapter 6.
That's only in chapter 6, and dude, it was hot as fuck. It was so like well written too, because like you can tell that they have history and that they've been doing this for a while.
Mhm.
Only
For
in
2
chapter
years.
6, girl, I'm fucking telling you.
And that's where the plot twists start. Kind of.
No joke. She actually is thinking about being with him instead. I think this
Yeah.
is like the
She loves
first,
him. She genuinely loves him, and
She
he
loves
loves
him.
her.
but it's like they can't be together.
We look forward to it. We need
Please,
like per chapter update.
And the fact that he's just like that he doesn't deserve you, like
And
Like-
at the end of their encounter the next morning, she literally considers giving her virginity to him anyway.
mm-hmm.
And he's like, don't do it. You're going to regret it. And she's like, but I love you. And he's like, I love you too, but don't do it.
Yeah. Also, he's like, oh, God, he's ancient, isn't he? Like, I mean, not like Nathaniel.
He's over
ancient, but
4,000.
He's over 4,000 years old.
Which technically Nathaniel is also over 4,000, but like Nathaniel is much older than Liam anyway, so.
So to give you context about the vampires, they're like very fucking ancient.
Mhm.
And he looks, God damn it, I need to move past this, or we're not gonna like. I'm just
We need to
gonna
get fan art of these characters.
He's technically younger than Rhysand, right? Oh no, sorry, I was thinking
No.
5,000. Sorry, no, they're way older. He's 4,000 years old. Rhysand's like 500.
500. Talk about an age gap.
Damn.
Oh, because by the way, she's not even 18 yet.
Yeah, so she's about to turn 18. Hey. Let's stop getting into like the logistics. Obviously, I feel like Liam knows way more than he's talking about. So it's like they each have their own hierarchy, right? The shifters have their own hierarchy. The vampires they're all separate. There's vampires, there's shifters, and there's witches. And they all are run by their own kingdoms. And so Rose is a princess of the shifter people. And then obviously, I'm spoiling it, but like he is the prince of the vampire. But he's like third in line, fourth in line,
He's
something like
fifth.
that. Fifth. Okay, it was something like so far off. I'm
I
gonna
think
tell
he's
you,
the youngest. He's the youngest prince.
I'm gonna tell you though, I bet he's gonna end up leading them. Like, there's no cap.
I mean, just with, again, another spoiler towards the end of the book, like just what like Zach was saying when he was trying to recruit Liam and Rose, like he was like, you're the only one who runs it the way that it should be run, blah, 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 blah. Like, you're different from all the rest of us.
Okay, because he's actually a good person. He's fifth in line, but something's gonna happen to the others, and like he's not gonna kill them, but something's gonna happen to them.
Yeah.
But yes, God damn it, that was such a good scene. But he's like, I'll be watching you, like da da da, like, if you ever need me, I'll be there. I love you, and I always will. It was very heart-wrenching. I like really wanted. It's a weird thing, girl. I didn't want them to work out, but at the same time, like I was very invested in their like relationship.
I know, it was like, I mean, they were fuck buddies, but it was like fuck buddies with a hint of loyalty, where it's like, yeah, so we had sex a couple times, but I would go to the ends of the world for you.
Right. So I guess then I'm excited. I'm excited for the audio.
Dude, we're with how much sex is in this book, and the fact that you're gonna be Rose.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to listen to it.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to listen to this if you're like doing all that shit that Rose did. Like, that might even get me blushing.
We just can't be in the same room while we're doing, like, not while we're doing.
Like, I know that you have occasionally wanted me to see my reactions to like your recordings that you've done in the past. This one would not be one of those situations. It's your first book, like real book where the main character, you would love to hear my reaction, but not see it.
No, definitely not. I couldn't even sit in the room with you while you were doing it. How do you think I feel? Yeah, I know. See, I know you're so excited, so I'm like, the suspension of disbelief will be fine. My voice is different enough where sometimes, like,
It's like
you
what
can't tell it's me.
it's like what Amanda Forsstrom said about her younger sister.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
But Moore didn't even have any sex. Okay, but, like, whatever. I even told her that,
No,
too. I
but-
was like, but she's had other sex scenes and stuff, so.
yeah.
So, obviously, as we get to where, so again, we've set it up, but as we get to where Rose actually shifts, surprise, surprise. Oh, thank you, Z. I'm proud of you as well, getting your stuff done for sure. So Josh has definitely a different tude when he's going into this, and obviously their relationship shifts over time. But surprise, surprise, when Rose shifts, she shifts into a warrior class. She shifts into a white wolf.
And there can only be 8 warriors.
Yes.
And there was an open space.
Yeah, there were 7, but she took that space up. And it's like, you know, it's kind of defying the impossible. Like, she's a freak. Like, these are what they're calling her. Of her being a female warrior, her, like, her eyes, it's really bad.
It shouldn't be possible, and just the fact that she's already a princess, a craving princess, and then on top of that, she is mated to the beta, so making her the Veyara. And then now, on top of that, she's a warrior, a female warrior, which has never been heard of. It's like she keeps getting more and more titles and more power. And everyone's like, the fuck? She's going to kill us all.
Yeah, she can't have too much power or else, like, you know, they have to suppress her in ways. So that's why they've been trying to get Josh to marry and name a serpent person. But obviously Josh doesn't want to do that either, because as things change over time, like in the shifting moments where he's, you know, where he goes to her birthday party, and when he actually stays the night with her, because the mates are normally supposed to stay the night with their person.
Specifically, post shift, like the night after the first shift, it's supposed to be like really freaking painful. Like almost like first heat kind of painful.
Basically, they're supposed to have sex the whole night, but they don't do that. And she's just in fucking pain.
Having sex the whole time, that's the claiming, right? Like that's the marking claiming time usually.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too, but like they're like to take away the pain.
Yeah.
Like basically that's what they're suggesting. I thought it was very interesting when they were talking to like the heads of the like with Nathaniel there and everything.
Yeah.
And like the heads
like
of the household.
The council meeting.
Yeah. And they were basically saying, hey, should we allow this?
Like basically like the elders. So it's like the elders of each.
The elders, yes. And Shane was like, allowing it. She's it. What do you mean? Like
you can't just say, oh, you're not allowed to be a warrior. Yoink, you're not a warrior anymore. Like
that's not how it that's not how it works.
Right.
I will say
she's a woman, she's too powerful. This will give ideas to other women to stand up and start a revolution.
I will say they did bring up something as we like continue with this that I thought was very, very interesting. Obviously, as you know, things are afoot, bad things are happening. That maybe there were other potentials, because obviously you can have gray eyes but then not end up being a warrior. Like that's not necessarily like one and the same. Because if there's 8 at the time, you know, that's not going to happen. But they were claiming that there could have been other women who possibly could have been it, but they killed them. And it was like a whole cahoots thing.
Right.
I want to know more about that. I don't know. But I caught that
Right.
for sure.
Definitely.
It also puts like Shane and Josh in like a weird space. Cause like Josh is her mate, but they're also like all warriors together, and then Shane is her brother. So it's like, do I let her go do these things? Like,
Right.
oh yeah, it's okay. What's the book for next? Yeah, we're gonna chat about it. I don't think
Yeah.
we've like decided yet fully on like a book we're gonna do next month. So
Yeah.
no worries. We'll let you. You'll be very like we'll do it before like the week of.
We'll post it in time for you to read it.
Yes. So we will keep you updated. Hope you have a good night's sleep.
Sleeps.
Sleeps. Yes, for sure.
Nighty.
Nighty. So it was very interesting because I don't know, Josh really changed his tune after all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, obviously this is where we figure out like why he's pissed at her and like you killed my brother sort of bullshit. I
Mm-hmm.
still to this moment don't know if she did or not. I don't think she did, or at least she did on purpose.
I know it ends on such a cliffhanger, like obviously because of the duology sort of thing. I don't think she did because I don't know. I think she was witness to it.
Or maybe, dude, maybe Noah was bad, dude. What if he was like a bad guy? Because I think, oh God, that's going way too far ahead. But like, I think weren't Noah and the twin mates? I'm pretty sure they were like destined.
They were.
What if like they were fucking evil?
I mean, it said that the twin was Isabella, was it?
Yeah.
It said that Isabella was because she was the weaker twin, like she was starting to go crazy as her magic drained from her. And so that made her do weird things. And so one of these weird things was I think she killed Noah. And then she couldn't handle the fact that she had just killed her mate. But then there comes the question of like, you know, a mate dies. Is it sort of like the thing that happened with Reese and Feyre of like Feyre took her last breath and then there was kind of like the small bit of pause before Reese died. It's like, what would there be a moment like that?
I feel like it had to, but that's why they both died.
Right. But then there's the moment where Josh talks about how he saw Rose like twisting a knife in Noah's neck. It's like, was that even real?
Well, okay, so I got some bit from Taz, like in clarification that it was because I was saying, oh, that's Isabella, that's not her. But no, like what he saw and what he thinks he saw is Rose. Like like that's like confirmed in the sense of like what Josh saw was Rose. I think maybe because they were like such divinely chosen. What if like it went from her to him, like the craziness kind of just like fucking was like kind of a disease, and it kind of went over to him and he started going crazy.
I could see like maybe that she, in her craziness, maybe she tried to attack Noah, and then maybe Noah actually killed Isabella.
Oh shit!
Which would go against like the twin, stronger twin kills the weaker twin. But like, what if like Noah in self-defense actually killed Isabella, and then that caused him to go crazy?
Or what if he stabbed himself and like she was like in the position where it looked like
she was trying to pull it out?
Yeah, but then like it looked like he had a knife in
I could
his
see
neck.
it like maybe actually Isabella did stab him and she was the one that shoved the knife into his throat, and then Rose was the one trying to pull it out.
And yeah. I mean, I really just don't feel like she did it. Well, first of all, she didn't do it vindictively, and also I don't really think she did it like unless she had to.
Right. And so it's like Also, with the very last word she says of like the "I'm so sorry," it's like, well, what are you sorry for?
Again, I think that's a misdirect. I really don't think like
It's like,
she
is
was
that
like,
sympathy, or is it because you did it, or is it because she witnessed what actually happened?
or I'm so
Like,
sorry you've been in the dark for this long about like what happened,
yeah,
or like maybe it's an I'm sorry that your brother was a fucking asshole and maybe he was like actually like in on the whole thing.
yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? But again, I know we're getting like really ahead, but like
We
that's
kind of
just
just skipped the whole middle thing.
what I'm saying about Josh is that yes, we figure out that he thinks that she killed Noah, and all of the warriors and the Crescents know what that is. They know what happened. Or
And they
what
took
they
an oath that they couldn't share it with her.
yeah, and I don't know why unless like because even all of them are like obviously they don't think Rose is a bad person. So something is kind of hinky there where like I don't know like because obviously it seems like Shane also knows a little bit more than he's saying about the
Mhm.
whole thing. But Rose is just kind of still left in the dark about well why if you think I killed your brother, why? Why do you think that?
Right.
It's kind of just out of left field and why are you bringing this up now? I also do
Right.
appreciate that he doesn't like sleep with her right away. Like he doesn't like cuz she's like begging him at that point.
And it is interesting of just the fact that even like the rest of the Crescents, for example, and even Shane were just like,
Mhm.
they actually were worried that he would rape her.
Mm.
Like just a hate fuck rape sort of thing, just because she was vulnerable and begging for it.
It's like, bro, I mean, Josh is an asshole, but he's not like that.
I know, he seemed shocked by that too.
I do can I do appreciate Taz's writing of just like the vulgarness, but at the same time like the how much I appreciate the vulgarness. Where I'm
Mm-hmm.
just at this one page where he's like, "Will torture me until I fill her up with cum," and I was like,
Damn.
I appreciate the bluntness, but at the same time, like my cheeks are red.
Right.
I'm dying.
I mean, that was like the same kind of vulgarness of like, because I've always had like a kind of an ick about the word pussy.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a little bit, and so like when he was like trapping her, like when she went through her heat and he was trapping her in his bed for that night,
Yeah.
like he's like, "You're gonna lay here with like your cum-filled pussy," and I'm like,
It's like it's gross when you say it instead of just like
yeah,
letting it settle. Like you don't need to
right,
say it out loud. Like we get the hotness of this. Like I feel like you explaining it just makes it gross.
right. And like calling it like that, I mean, I get it's partly possessive, and then also they are animals. Like they said at the VR gala, like they are animals, and what animals do is they fuck.
What I appreciated, a moment I really thought was really good was in a weird way, like I talked about this with Taz, but like I don't know how to say this in the proper way. I got what the whole snake sex scene was, like right off the bat.
Mhm.
I got that it was because like, okay, no one else can touch me in this form.
Mhm.
And I've been fucking everyone else like like normally. So it's like I'm gonna fuck you with my rattle and
So it okay for me. It kind of like broke the what is it suspension of disbelief a little bit, just because I'm thinking about like a rattle. That's not just a solid thing. That's a bunch of like layered cups on top of the thing, which is why it rattles. And so like you can't really thrust that. Like sure you can push it in and it's smooth, but then pulling it out that'd be like worse than anal beads. Like that's like
oh.
sharp edges basically, like maybe not sharp necessarily, but it is edges and ridges that would be like pop out individually on each outward pull. So I'm like the whole time I'm like, I get that this is supposed to be like a sexy moment and you're like having a good time at the reunion and this is special, but at the same time, a rattle, why a rattle?
I thought it was okay. Like, I mean, I thought it was fine, but more so when like I got it was like, oh, he's like, I didn't get the practicality of it. Like I was like, oh, he's only
Dude,
doing it in
the two cock thing though, like the two penis thing.
Girl,
I was just waiting for it to be like for her to say, "Well, you have two penises, I have two holes."
okay, if we're gonna talk about that, my favorite part about that, first of all, fun. My first thought was like, where is it? And then I was
Yeah.
like, well, it has to be somewhere down there, right? My moment of when I figured it out, dude, Rose is so me though. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like when
she was you the entire time she was studying. What was the name of that chapter? Study time? That was literally you the whole time of like pick up the dick and be like, huh, I wonder where it is.
it was just,
Poke.
dude, I was dying, dude, because then I was like, and then her moment of realization was my moment of realization, and I was like, oh, there's a slit. Ah, and then I was like, oh, wait, but the slit was at the bottom before. Oh, so was I sucking the first one?
Yeah, it's like she was sucking it and then she's like, huh, there's this weird slit right above the base here. I wonder why.
Because she thought it was
because
a scar
her
at
very
first.
her very first blowjob for him was she was sucking the second one. And okay, so the thing with me is I kind of figured that's where it would be. Like it would be either above the first or below the first, which ended up being both. Because I've just seen a lot of like fan art relationship related stuff, because I have in the past written like mermaid type lore, mermaid sex, and a lot of the time that is where like the double dick, snake dick like shit comes up. It turns out when you research mermaid sex, it often comes up with snakes that have two dicks. But anyway, so it's like I kind of figured that's where it was. I found it really interesting though that it could only be one at a time. Only one of them could be out at the time. And my first thought was Rose's thought of like, well, can't you have both out? Like, how do we get both to stay out?
That is my biggest theory of book 2. They're gonna both be out, and it's gonna be great.
Just like the fact of like when she was like poking around and like touching on the slit while she was sucking, like, and he's like, what are you doing? I mean, like, fuck yes, but like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like so embarrassed about it. And the fact that like when he climaxed, he had like come spurted out of like the second out of the slit as well. And it's like he's like, that's new. It's like, yeah, of course. Like, I mean, if she was sucking your dick the first time and that was your second dick, like, of course that one came too. That one spurted too. So it makes sense that both can.
I'm so glad I get to talk to you about this, because you just say it in such like a practical like teacher manner, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't know, maybe I thought his dick was gonna pop out of his leg somewhere. I don't know, like I don't know, like I knew it had to be somewhere in the region, but like I really was questioning it.
I mean, that's valid. That's valid. I think I do agree with that theory. I think that they're gonna figure out how to have both of them out. And I think the reason why he was so winded after the second one came at the same time as the first one is because it's basically like 2 orgasms, is my theory.
They have to do it on their mating night, I would assume, right?
Probably. I mean, and she like the fact was he was like fingering her. He's like, "Is this okay?" And I'm like, "Dude, this bitch has been like doing anal for 2 years. Of course, it's okay to have a finger in there."
Dude, oh my god, I don't even want to like. We'll get to that, but like especially at the end, like he was just he was bullshitting me. I like was like, nah, he doesn't know. Because so something else to mention about something I can't we get there's so much in this book that like, you know, we can't even comprehend all of it on just like one moment. But Rose has seen all of the people he's cheated on her with. like seeing them
Mhm.
visually.
Yeah.
And so my first question was, why wouldn't he be able to do the same thing? But
Okay, so with that, I actually have a theory. So early on in, I think it was one of Josh's first POVs, he's hanging out with, what was it, James and Devon?
mhm,
And they're talking about how James one time had sex with another person,
mhm,
other than Vanessa, after they had done like their marking mating sort of thing, and they had not agreed upon it. And
mhm.
he said that like that Vanessa felt a bunch of pain during it, and he felt like really terrible about it, but he didn't go fully into detail about that. It's
Mhm.
like, honestly, that's like, it makes me wonder if Vanessa saw like the moment that James was with that other female, and I wonder if it's just a female thing, a female mate thing, if
Oh
they can
yeah,
see it.
only the women can see it, but the guys can't.
Because obviously, like, they can feel it. Mates can feel it when their partner, when their mate is pleasuring themselves or having some sort of pleasure. Like,
Yeah.
because that was clearly stated that anytime she touched herself, he could feel it.
Yep.
But I think my theory is that only the females can actually see if they're with another person, specifically in a cheating sense,
Yeah.
when it's not agreed upon.
Got it. I think you're right. So obviously they have more moments like this. Like at the reunion, at the VR ball.
The reunion was so freaking sweet. Like, can I just say, like, especially like with the with Rose actually getting to let go with the other shifter guys with Devon. Like, that was
Yeah.
actually kind of a fun sort of like game, and I'm like, oh, Josh is gonna get hella jealous over this. And just the fact that Josh came over and, you know, actually succeeded in guessing two of serpents. But anyway, like, just fate right there. But then he literally like tied himself to her, and it was just like, nope, I'm tied down to you now. What are you gonna do about it? And then they had this whole sweet ass moment in that clearing. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so fucking sweet. Even if you did have really weird rattlesnake sex, but like the rest of it was really fucking sweet.
I mean, that's what, you know, like, again, that's why I don't hate Josh. Like, I thought that there were like very many moments where like he's like starting to like her, like, and actually fall for her, because he's obviously thought she was hot this whole time.
Yeah.
But he's not necessarily, he's not apologizing for it, but he's not like, I think the thing that pissed me off the most about all that stuff was Camille. So Camille was is the right way to say it, was Josh's and then Rose's personal assistants.
Sorry, when they just had that bed moment, like where he fired her, kicked her out, like, it just made me think of Ianthe and Reese, of like, what the fuck are you doing in my bed? Get out.
Yeah, it's like, no, I didn't want you. The fuck. Yeah, so she's been fucking Josh for a while. Like, and this one was like ongoing. This wasn't just like one time.
Yeah.
This was like overtime. Kind of like when he just wanted someone. And she knows that, and she knows very clearly.
Very
But
much
she's
so. What with that shower sexy time?
ugh, gross. What pissed me off about her was that, like, because the tea scene, dude, near the beginning, where she was like holding court over the serpents, I got like so sad for her, because like everyone was
Everyone was so accepting of the fact that he is publicly cheating on her with so many women. Like, and they're just like, oh, just get used to it. I mean, like, he's a hot guy and he's of course gonna sleep around. You should just get used to it.
That was what was interesting about like Crystal and Vanessa specifically.
Yes.
No, Vanessa and Crystal were like
women.
with her then.
That's true. At first I was confused when we met Crystal because I didn't know what like her purpose was until I realized that she was one of the Crescents.
Yeah, but like what bothered me, which is so interesting about a book, right? Like, even though we're supposed to like Vanessa and Crystal, I didn't really like them in that moment. Like you said, that they were kind of just like, you're gonna have to learn how to navigate this instead of like being upset for her. Because
Right.
like,
And I mean, Vanessa was upset for her later when they went out to that like bench,
yeah,
table, whatever, like overhearing them specifically talk about Josh and all the things that he did with them.
mhm,
But like, why did it have to get to that point
yeah.
where they were listening to that?
Just imagine like going into a situation where like your husband, mate, boyfriend, whatever, like fucked everyone in a room.
Mhm.
Like, that's
And it
fucking
also,
crazy.
like, I just also felt bad about like her finding out. It's like, wait, you're telling me that you've gone clubbing like to Vanessa and Crystal. It's like, you're
Mhm.
telling me that you went like clubbing and partying with Josh and like watched him fuck other women, specifically got like fucked next to him while he was
Mhm.
fucking other women, sort of thing. It's like when Rose found that out, and they're just like, they didn't think it was anything big or anything like that until later in Josh's POV when they're like, hey, I think we kind of messed up with Rose somehow.
Well, and didn't he fuck Vanessa earlier? Because she's a shifter. She's a serpent. Like, before James and her mated, I'm pretty sure they fucked.
Maybe?
I'm pretty
I think the
sure.
big thing that they were focusing on is just the fact that Vanessa and Crystal saw him naked.
Oh, yeah, because they saw him naked because of that.
Yeah, because he
That
was
they've had
fucking all
sex.
those. Well, but Crystal hasn't had sex with him, but she's still seen him naked.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I need to check with Taz about that. Not because like I don't believe you, but more so as like, I thought he fucked like every shifter woman. So it's
I
like, or
think
every serpent shifter woman.
is Crystal a serpent shifter?
I thought so.
I didn't think she was. Maybe she was. I could believe you that he fucked Vanessa just because she is a serpent.
Mm-hmm.
But how long? I guess the question is, how long have Vanessa and James been mated?
Mm.
Because Josh started this fucking journey 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, if they had been mated for longer than 4 years, then it wouldn't have been, because of like the whole rule of we can't touch the mates. We can't touch the warriors or crescents.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like, I mean, Vanessa for sure.
Yeah,
If I'm
I
right
don't
about that.
think Crystal is a serpent.
But anyway, so like, again, like you said though, they've seen him naked, which
Yeah,
is
either way,
uncomfortable.
at least because of like the orgies that they've been to.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Especially for someone who's been like holding yourself out for someone, and then like they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So then, to just kind of pivot a little bit to talk about Nathaniel. So obviously we talked about him a little bit at the beginning, but like there's this constant back and forth in the book where like there'll be moments where Rose is Rose, but
Mm-hmm.
she's dealing with the queen of the queen and king of the vampires are in on this shit.
Yeah.
Nathaniel is, and then his wife. Oh my god, what's her name?
Nathaniel's wife?
Yeah.
Mother Iris?
Isis.
It is Isis, okay.
So
Mother
it's Isis, and then Lilith is the person that's like the bad guy. Lilith's like
Yeah, is the cursed one.
Yes. Isis, so like it's interesting how she sets it up, because she kind of sets it up throughout the whole thing. As Liesel mentioned earlier, that Nathaniel isn't really part of like their dealings really. They say that he's just up in the fucking mountains, just like in a cabin,
Mm-hmm.
just like letting Shane lead.
Yeah.
But from what we see of Nathaniel, he's taking away Rose's memory in these moments, but the fact is that Rose is still Rose in that moment
Mm-hmm.
with all the memory of it,
She doesn't become a different person. She just gets her memories back
but then gets them all deleted again.
temporarily until he decides he wants to talk to the Rose that knows everything.
And they're trying to bring back Lilith. Like they're trying to like raise her.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to revive Isis, who's been sleeping the whole time.
I keep getting
just so that Isis can apparently fight Lilith, because Lilith is connecting with like the Sisterhood of Sins and all the bad witches, and wants to apparently do the Black Plague again, because that's what humans understand it as.
So, but I like the Isis that everyone believes, because everyone believes Isis is up in like a tower,
Praying.
just praying, but she's not. She's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they're getting lied to. And the person that's in place of Isis is none other than Josh's aunt,
Mina, who doesn't seem to have very much emotion outwardly.
And she can't really talk. Like, she only really talks to Rose mind to mind.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting.
Because you think that only the warriors and Josh and her can speak mind to mind.
And just the fact that Josh had no idea he had an aunt. Supposedly. I mean, that could be a lie too at this point, but you know.
It makes me think that if Noah isn't maybe his real brother.
Maybe Noah was like a cousin or something.
But was like treated like a brother.
Yeah. Because I mean, considering that, so there was Josh's mom, but then Josh's mom was actually a triplet.
Yeah. That's
which we haven't heard of that. I mean, twins already are like rare, it seems, in the shifter community. So I guess triplet could be different, you know, rarity depending on, because they're witches. But like, just the fact is like, wait, so for Josh, it's like, my mom had a sister? What? Actually, 2 sisters. But you know, you didn't need to know about either of them.
I will say what's crazy about Nathaniel is that, like, multiple things. First of all, he's disgusting.
He's kind of pervy.
He's into Rose somehow, because Rose has this like all power that, and he believes that they're actually mated for each other.
For someone who is that old and literally the father of shifters, like, that's kind of a dumb thing. He's like, oh yeah, that's just a cover up. I made that bond with Josh for you. Like, that's why he hasn't marked you yet. It's like, bitch, no. Like, we were also there for the shifting night. That shit is not faked.
That's no. So, like, Nathaniel is kind of trying to get her to mate with him. But, like, I don't know how he thinks that's going to work. Like,
No.
it's
literally
a weird...
She said she feels nothing when it comes to him.
It's weird though that like other Rose lets him kiss her, so just lets it happen.
Yeah, it seems like that's also some sort of manipulation of her mind, where it's not necessarily her memories, but maybe a manipulation of her will. Because, you know, when she says that she gets her memories back, like, for real, when she gets them back, thanks to the necklaces, she says that she remembers intimacy with him, but never actual sex. It's like, well, how much of that manipulation, like, did they ever actually go all the way, or has he been saving himself for her, or saving her for him whenever he deems it's ready for them to become mates? And he's like, you will be my queen. It's like,
yeah, so he's gross. He's not.
And like, she was
person.
just, no, I don't think he's a good person. Like, you can't. He's in love with her power, I think, and then it just helps that she's pretty too. But like she was talking about how she's like, I understand all of these reasons and being the eternal queen and yada yada yada. And then she's like, but I never heard anything about being your queen. Like, and I can just picture her with a little bit of disgust.
Yeah, because it's almost like he's using her for like also maybe breeding power, like because she's
Yeah.
powerful. Like, oh, maybe I'll have powerful kids. Well,
But like if she's, well, I guess if she is real mates, quote unquote, with Nathaniel, then yeah, they'd be able to have kids. But he's, regardless, I don't get what he would achieve from this if, you know, if he's lying to get her to be his queen of like, we're the true mates. It's like, well, she would figure that out if they couldn't have children.
right. It doesn't make any sense, but at the same time, like with how much like Josh is kind of manipulated also as well, like, and that he kind of knows, him and Shane know that Nathaniel is not a bad is a bad dude, and they're kind of just they're lying in wait, but they're trying to figure out a way to stop him.
I did appreciate that meeting that they had with the Warriors where Rose did admit the things that she was doing with Nathaniel, at least somewhat. And that is like, oh, finally the Warriors, who are supposed to be the most loyal to Nathaniel, are kind of starting to turn on him now, at least investigate him.
So something interesting, something you brought up about like Josh's the three sisters, it makes me think that maybe one of them's a shifter, one of them's a witch, and then the other one's a vampire, because Nathaniel and Stefan
is how I was saying it in my head,
are twins as well, and
they were blessed twins supposedly.
Yeah, but they're also like the remember, because like that's like what they were talking about with the twins of the Craving line, is that they can either be blessed or cursed.
Okay, I have a theory though. I feel like twins of the Craving line can't be blessed, and I feel like just from what we've learned, what we've read about Stefan and Nathaniel, is that, you know, Stefan is, you know, mostly stays in Romania and with the vampires. He doesn't actually do that much. I think that Nathaniel is the bad twin, quote unquote. He's the stronger twin, and Stefan is the weaker twin, which is why Stefan was going to die until Nathaniel turned him into a shifter.
Ooh.
And so I feel like, or sorry, into a vampire or whatever, did what he could to save him. I feel like there is no good blessing twins of the Craving line, and I feel like somehow further down the line, Nathaniel is going to end up killing Stefan in some way or another.
What did I think of when you said that? There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There ain't no werewolf in Madrid.
Oh my god, but that's a good, because obviously we learn about the twins before obviously the end, because Eliza is about to have twins, and that whole thing was fucking insane. Shane and Rose both had a bad feeling about honestly, girl, my 2 cents is, my theory is that Nathaniel cursed the twins. Honestly, I think he's the one like dooming everyone. Because if
maybe he's
like
doing some sort of weird ritual where he like finds out that they're twins and they are normal, and then he does something to them, and in doing, like, he does some sort of ritual, and in doing so it gives one of the twins the immense power, and then just killing the other twin just happens to be a bad side effect.
And maybe that's what he was trying. And like Rose is like the is like, they've all been guinea pigs up until this point, but Rose is the one who actually got the power he wanted. So he could use
but then there's the confusion about that of Rose got the power he wanted, but Rose is before Eliza's twins, so why would he need to then curse Eliza's twins if he got what he wanted from Rose?
Maybe he wants an army of like shadow wielders. I have no clue.
Yeah, maybe.
I just don't think he's not innocent in that. Like, or maybe he was the one who put the curse on like the twin fate. Is maybe after Nathaniel and Stefan, he just realized that like twins could be too powerful after bloodlines occurred. and that I feel like yours makes more sense. But like I'm saying, like from just my point of view, that like maybe they cursed everyone after them to not have this, like, because they never wanted someone as powerful as them to rise up.
Maybe.
And that's why Nathaniel's scared of Josh and Rose, because Josh obviously has some fucking OP powers that we don't really know about. And Rose does as well, because like obviously because they're equals, Nathaniel knows that Josh has is hiding things.
I think Josh is a dragon.
Excuse me?
I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay, so reasons for this, not just blatant thing. Okay, so reason for this is because, well, first of all, serpent, reptile, dragon. Second of all, when Rose was in the study in the library, like the private study, and she was reading the books, she was reading about like the dragon shifters, right, and how they're extinct. Except when she was saying that, when she was describing it all, the moment she started saying dragon shifter and whatever, like the fancy name for it is, Josh like froze. He locked up and he was staring at her really hard and staring at the book and was very quiet. And then when she said, well, when dragon shifters went extinct, and he's like, well, how do you know they're not?
Girl, I didn't even catch that. I was focusing too much on some other things.
And then, well, yeah, the other things were great. But like then, like when they proceeded like to leave and stuff, and she's like, well, why? Do you know a dragon shifter? And he's like, he hesitated for a moment. It wrote that he hesitated and gave her a look. And then he's like, no. So I think, and especially with Nathaniel, right? I think he doesn't know any others. I think with Nathaniel seems to have like this wariness about Josh, and it's like, oh, Josh has this immense power. I don't know what it is. The reason would be that it's a dragon, which would make sense that Nathaniel like is wary of his power, because the only other like really dragon shifter that, well, not the only, because he's the father of shifters, was his daughter, who was the dragon shifter. And you know, the reason they created the warriors and whatnot was to protect her from the witch brothers. Is like, wouldn't it be ironic if a son whose mother was originally a witch ended up being a dragon shifter?
I wonder how that bloodline worked, because you think he's like on one side is descended from her?
Because honestly, what I think it is, yeah, descended from her in somehow, which would tie into Noah being like a cousin, for example. Like, what if Josh was like, for example, well, maybe not like the sisters, but like vice versa, Noah could be one of the sister's child and they don't remember it or something. Like where he isn't directly related to her, to Helena. I just think that he could be more directly related to the witches part of the bloodline. The witches part of the bloodline that came from the daughter craving.
Interesting.
That was a dragon shifter. So I think that in the long run, Josh is going to be a dragon shifter.
So do you think his mom's not like gone? Like you think his mom wasn't like, his mom was not actually his mom? I'm looking at the bloodline thing.
Yes, I think either his mom was not actually his mom. Part of me also wonders if his mom is actually still alive somewhere, because, you know, we never saw a body, as it always goes. And okay, and one more thing about him potentially being a dragon shifter is when Rose was thinking, can he control fire? Because he's always releasing and changing how much heat is around him. And it's always talking about of he just made the room colder, or he's making like himself really fiery hot, or he can control the fire. Or when they had their first sex scene, their first real sex scene, was her shadows and darkness intertwining with the light of the fire, which didn't back down and kept fighting, like intertwining and dancing like they were doing. So I think that he can also control fire.
That's badass, dude. I love that. Oh my god, I didn't even see. This is where you come in handy for sure, because like I'm like, that's not what I was noticing.
I mean, the sex was great and all, but like
no, it wasn't even just the sex. Like I was more like hyper focused on, I don't know, the vampire royalty and like who was.
I mean, you would be.
No.
No, I get it. Sorry, that was teasing.
More so is like, oh, like what's everyone's part in this?
Right.
Like figuring out where things go instead of like it's just focusing on different things. That's all. Oh my god, that's so
So that's
interesting.
kind of my one of my bigger theories is I think he's going to be a dragon shifter.
I mean, there's so much with like. I mean, obviously someone is. Like they wouldn't bring up dragons. That was like my thing is that no one's gonna bring up dragons and no one's not gonna be one.
Right. There's going to be at least one, and I just happen to think it's Josh.
Well, I didn't even notice like the heat stuff. Like I didn't notice that. This is what a reread's for.
Yeah.
Now going back just real quick to the twins thing, the whole Eliza thing was really sad.
Yeah.
Because Eliza's twins die, one of them dies, and the other one
Yeah.
survives.
And then the one that survives before it's even born is still radiating not good energy.
But it's like, it's radiating power that like even Rose wasn't radiating. Like when
It's
she was
different from
born.
Rose's because Rose, Rose is mistress of darkness, and she controls the darkness
Mhm.
and the weather specifically, which I think there is going to be something related to the elemental aspect of powers. Like heat, Josh can do heat, and she can do weather, that kind of thing. But I think it's specifically interesting that it seems like each twin that we know about two pairs, but anyway, well, other than Nathaniel, is that just each of the stronger twins' power seems to be some sort of darkness, but the child, Nigel, he drains. It seems like he drains the energy, like because even Eliza was saying, like, I feel like he's draining my magic just as he drained the life of his twin. Versus Rose is, the darkness and shadow and stuff.
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it's like every twin as it goes on, I feel like it's more powerful somehow. Like I don't know, like it feels like as the bloodlines go on, like the twin becomes more powerful somehow.
And I think it's interesting just the fact that, like with Isabella, for example, they survived until they were 12. Like even though Isabella was very sickly and wasn't getting any better, she still survived until she was 12 versus Eliza's twins, like it died in the womb. And it's like either that says something about the stronger twins' power or there's something else going on. And I think it's
the baby seems good.
right now, definitely not. Like it's probably not aware of it, and the high priestess, what was it, Tiana? Like she's like, well, let's just wait until he's 18 because this is going to be the future alpha craving. But like, let's wait until he's 18. Yeah, when he's an alpha and knows all about his powers and knows how to use them. I'm with Rose on that one. And then she's like, okay, how about 16 then? It's like, that's still not much better. Like, he's going to start learning about this power early on, whether Shane wants it or not. Like, if Shane is this protective about Rose using her powers, like, he's going to not, once he finds out, if he finds out, which he probably will, he's not going to let Nigel use any of his powers, which is going to make Nigel want to learn even more. He's going to learn in secret. And then that's going to make him go down a darker path anyway, rather than the nurture side of things. So nature is going to take over.
This definitely sets up like what Taz was talking about in terms of like the next duology. Like that it's going to be like the children of like the people here.
Yeah. Rose and Josh got to get cracking. They got to have a good child to deal with Nigel and what is it, Ryder?
Oh my god, I'm dead. So I don't know. I don't really have like those are my thoughts about the twins thing. That's just how I feel about it. And maybe that's why Nathaniel starts like trying to kill them off instead. Like earlier on, because like they just become way more powerful. Who knows?
Yeah.
But obviously continuing on, they have the Veyara ball, which that was a big scene. The gala, if let's say. That was insane. Obviously she gets she gets to like her royalness, like she's, actually becomes the queen.
It's a mix of royal court and the underworld. Like that was literally the most fuck fest you can get.
Dude, James and Vanessa though. Like
They did it at the reunion, they do it at the gala. Literally they just have a kink for fucking over a table.
I was okay, like James is like who I'm like if Liam wasn't available, like James is probably, even though James would kill me, like it's like that's someone who can handle me. Like I like
bend you over every single table and pin you against every single wall and fuck you senseless.
Hey,
sounds about right.
Who's yours then? Who's yours then?
I don't know. I haven't even considered that.
Daniel. No, you'd go with the nerd. You'd go with Sam, dude.
I don't know. Sam wasn't standing out to me much.
Antonio?
Okay, I think honestly, if he wasn't so into the drugs, I would go with Devon.
Oh, damn.
If he wasn't so into the drugs and able to but he can get through any black market. He's like, oh, by the way, I just found this new drug on the black market. It's like, you're a warrior, sir. You're supposed to be like a good leader.
I will say, like, the sex scenes as it went on, like, I appreciated how they didn't have sex until, like, Coilspire.
Yeah, and the fact that their first time was at Coilspire.
Yeah. Because, like, they were, like, doing all, like, the stuff before, and obviously, like, the eating out,
Which I also do appreciate them having that prior experience before even this marking happens. Though I will say, letting them have their first time before the marking, like, it does make it better. So it's like not like, oh, the marking is so special because it's the first time you sleep with your mate. It's like, no.
Yeah, it's like, nah, you don't have to. Though I will say, Josh is hot as fuck.
He is.
She wrote these scenes very well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't even know how to explain how, like, I definitely was getting my face
Josh is
heated.
just like, he's constantly hard. Like every single moment it's like, oh, let's pose for a picture. Fuck, he's hard. Oh, let's do this. Fuck, he's hard.
I did appreciate the tattoos thing.
I think he needs at least, like, my estimate is he needs to have 13 roses.
Really?
He probably has close to 1,300 is my guess.
Yeah, because, like, it was a whole bet thing. Was it Devon that did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Devon was like, hey, you have to get a rose tattoo for each 100 photos you have of Rose.
Of her, yeah.
Like, in your phone, and he had 7 roses tattooed on him.
When I first heard that he had a rose tattoo, I'm like, that's got to be related to Rose in some sort of way, and he probably hates it.
Yeah. Oh, but he doesn't, though.
He doesn't. He needs more roses.
Honestly, like, it's also cute the fact that she doesn't. Not cute, but it really is impactful that she doesn't, like, is not really camera heavy. Like,
she's not confident. Like, I like the difference that she knows that she's beautiful, but she doesn't feel beautiful.
Yeah, because her guy has been fucking, like, everyone else but her, and she's like, how am I supposed to feel about that?
And, like, I didn't need any of their validation. I wanted your validation. I wanted you to tell me that I looked good, but then you were on every other woman's arm the entire time.
I will say, because, again, there was, like, a lot of training in this book, but, like, I mean, again, like, it was mostly just her and Josh, like, training stuff. But it was that one where, oh god, I forgot when it was, but, like, testing her, they like drugged her with the truth stuff.
the truth serum training.
And
the whipping, I was not expecting that.
That was fucking crazy. what
He
really
overdosed her on truth serum.
what really hit me in the feels was the fact that she was like he asked like what she wanted.
What's your
And-
deepest, darkest secret?
Yeah, my deepest darkest secret is I want to not be a princess anymore, and I want to just live with Josh out in the middle of nowhere without like anyone around, and just have
She
like 5
wants
kids
a boring family life where she doesn't have to have any sort of roles, live in the middle of nowhere, have a bunch of kids, have too many kids with Josh. And specifically, the selfish part that she thinks is selfish is for Josh to love her more than the kids.
Oh.
It's just like she wants love, she needs love, and everything in her life is just fucking up right now. Everything's a fucking lie.
Salute.
Salute to that. Amen. Drink.
It really hit me in the feels. Like this is definitely like not even just like a if you've been cheated on thing. This is definitely more of like a we've all had that feeling of not being wanted, and the idea that like even again we could be a powerful badass woman who's a warrior and everything to be, but it's like the one person we wanted to say, hey, you looked good today, didn't. And it's
Right.
like,
And then when he finally says it, she's at the point where she no longer believes it.
yeah, it's kind of like, ugh, whatever, like I don't believe you. So
It's
that
like,
hit
I wish
me a
I
lot.
could, but I don't.
But then of course they get exiled to Coalspire because of everything that transpires with the like Liesl mentioned, she does get a necklace so that every time Nathaniel tries to brainwash her or like mind wipe her again, it doesn't work, and so
I
she
love that he
remembers
doesn't
it.
know about that.
I love it too. Like it's just like a random necklace, but it was something that his mom gave him.
Specifically told to give it to her, and
Which means they knew
give
too.
it to Rose.
They fucking knew. How long has this been going on?
Yeah, or maybe they didn't know like specifically, but they knew something was happening.
Or protect her. This is like a protection sort of charm. Just give it
And
to
I
her.
do love the fact that there's 3 necklaces
for each
like
sister.
clones of the first, so that already shows that Helena was like caring about her 2 sisters. But then it's interesting because I guess I didn't think that there would be like a stack up, like stacking abilities of like, okay, this first one just protects from anyone taking your memories, but then the second one, if combined with the first, like will not only protect you from your memories being stolen, but will give you back any other memories that person had stolen from you previously.
Yeah. And doesn't Liam says that later?
Yeah.
And explains it to her.
Yeah.
Or
no, was it? It was Mina that explained that part.
Oh yeah, sorry. Liam explained a lot to her. So
yeah, honestly, the only 2 that were honest with her.
Yeah.
Well, mostly honest. Liam wasn't even honest at the very end.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So Mina explained that to her.
Which makes me wonder about what would happen if she got all 3 lockets. Like if she got Mina's locket too, considering that the 3rd locket was, well, Mina said that it was mind, soul, and body. So it's like, what would happen if you layered the 3rd locket on top of everything? Because it's already protecting the mind, it's protecting the soul by giving back all of the memories lost. What would the protecting the body do? Would that prevent him from touching her? Yeah. Which she's already going to get the immunity to poison because of being mated to Josh. But it's like, would that then prevent Nathaniel from even touching her, for example?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Getting nearer. It'd be like a protection bubble thing. Yeah, I could think that. I see that.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Shane and Josh kind of have disagreements about how have a very different idea about how to get Rose's memory back. Like Josh wants her to get her memories back, but Shane's trying to protect her from something. Because
he knows because as Alpha, he had access to her memory.
yeah, so there's something that is going on that he doesn't want her to see, or he doesn't want her to remember it because it's too probably, I don't want to say upsetting, crippling.
Yeah, because she couldn't handle it, which is quote unquote why they took her memory in the first place.
So maybe she started like freaking out about it. Which I mean,
I
yeah.
just had a new theory about Isabella and Noah. What if in Isabella's craziness, she didn't attack Noah, she attacked Rose? And Noah was there and tried to help defend and got in the way, got stabbed in the neck. Then Rose was trying to take it out. Rose had to kill Isabella because she wouldn't stop stabbing Noah, for example.
And of course, because we know from like the ending is that she loved Isabella and Noah. Like she was, because this whole book, like she didn't bring up Noah one time, but I think it was like the thing that he doesn't want her to remember is the fact that Noah's gone. Again, like what you said, just me reiterating like what I think is her pain is that she cared a lot about Noah, and they were really good friends.
I think I misread it at first, but then I reread it a little bit. Is at first I thought it was saying that Isabella was her best friend, but I think it was like she had Isabella as her twin and that Noah was her best friend.
Yeah, it's Noah that's the best friend. But I mean, Isabella is still her sister, but like it was Noah and Rose were super close. So
I think it's wild though that what Zach said about the female craving twins, like only a pair of female craving twins can revive Isis, and you know that's why Zach, with the help of all like the soul stealers, whatever, like that's why they resurrected Isabella. And just from what we got of Isabella in that cell in the dungeon, it's like, well, does Isabella actually know anything? Like, sure, she was resurrected, but does she have any, like, she obviously has some of her memories because she calls for Shane.
Oh, hi, Taz is back.
Hi, Taz.
Oh, bro. So anyway, we're going to keep going, but all right, keep going with that thought.
So the thing with, she has some of her memories still because she remembers Shane and she's like, Shane, let me out of here. But she has, it's like how much of Isabella is still left is the question. And like, is there any chance that she could be able to like just be like, sure, she's still a kid, but is there any chance she's still able to be her, you know, or is she just a puppet?
Wait, did they bring back Isabella like child?
Yeah.
Or did they bring her back, like, did she like age?
I'm pretty sure it was like child because I'm pretty sure it was child because it said that it looked like Rose on the security feed. Like the same as she was back on that day 6 years ago.
Oh, that's okay. Hold on, that's more fucking freaky. I don't.
So they brought back little like Isabella.
I don't. Here, I'm a big Supernatural fan. Fuck. I don't trust any person that gets resurrected from the dead. They're obviously bad. Maybe not bad like they know they're bad, but like they're going to be bad. Number 2, I don't trust fucking children. Especially children coming back from the dead. Like,
so Isabella came back 12 years old.
Okay, I think I wasn't like, it's not that wasn't clear. It was more just like I think I was so, the fact that she had a fucking twin that I just didn't pick that up. I was too baffled by the fact that she had a fucking twin.
I know, that was a shock too.
That's even more freaky, dude.
Because what I thought it was Rose, and that for some reason it's like Rose had like gotten younger and was suddenly all alone walking up to the gate of Cravenhold. But it's no, then I'm like, oh, it looked exactly like Rose, but it wasn't Rose because they were calling her Isabella, but it looked like her from 6 years ago, so it means she was 12.
Okay, we had a question, Miss All Knowing. This is something you can definitely answer. Vanessa fucked Josh, right? I'm
Going
not
back
wrong
to
about
that.
this.
Did she? Because I know that Vanessa and Crystal saw Josh naked
Like
because of like all the orgies and clubbing and stuff.
they both, like, Crystal and Vanessa both fucked Josh, right? Am I? Damn it!
Because it's not like, okay, my question is, how long have James and Vanessa been mated? Can you tell us that?
She's so mad at me. Please forgive me.
Because if James and Vanessa have been mated longer than 4 years, then like Josh couldn't have.
Vanessa is 21. So they must have been mated for like.
Because they're mated. Wait, are they? They're mated at birth, right? No.
I guess
Yes?
Taz is how long Vanessa and James have been mated.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to make us do math, girl?
Well, yes, Josh is older, but okay, hang on. My question is, are they mated at birth? Like when they're born, that's when their mating bonds?
No. Freaking the mating bond didn't set into place for Rose until she was 12.
No, I'm pretty sure. Wait.
Yeah.
So when the girl is born, no, so that means Rose knew that, well, not knew, but Rose and Josh became mates when Rose was born, and then Josh was 6.
Girl, I'm so sorry. I promise I've read this book. I just was like, I'm so like.
There's so much going on. Oof.
I know. Well, no, we haven't been saying any incorrect things.
So it was, okay, so what it was Josh didn't have a mate when he was 2, but then when Rose was born, that's when the mating bond clicked into place for them. So Josh would be 6 and she would be, 0 because she was just born.
Oh, I'm mixing up like the dates of like.
So I think what you're thinking
happening.
about the 12 thing is that's when their relationship and the hatred started because of the whole Noah
because
thing.
of the. I know. I was more. We were talking about like the whole Vanessa thing because she was a serpent, and I was like, did they fuck at some point because he was fucking every like serpent girl?
He's fucked like most serpent women except for Vanessa because Vanessa is a mate.
Bring me on.
I mean, technically, yeah.
I can. You just have to go on to the riverside. She's got to explain all this. I'm so sorry.
I think I finished my thought about Isabella.
Yeah, I'll send you the riverside link. God, she's so mad at me that she's gonna come on and explain this to me. I'm sending it to you. No, but I definitely, that's fucking, do you agree with me though that that's creepy as shit?
Definitely.
About
why was she brought back specifically at the same age that she was dead?
That's, but again, like, how else would that have happened though? You know what I mean? Like, she had to have been.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like, it's not like she could have aged specifically.
Right. So it's like, is that actually her body then? Her body that was like rebuilt and resurrected.
Let's see this. Okay. I texted you the link, so. Okay, so I was thinking that because like I know that the Crescents and the Warriors aren't fucking each other. Like I'm very clear about that. I was just thinking that there was like, because Vanessa, we like her. I'm not saying that we don't. I was more just like, is it because with her being
So that would be the
serpent,
same
did that
thing with
mean-
Crystal. Yeah. That would be the same thing with Crystal having not fucked, regardless of if she's a serpent or not, which I can't remember if she is. I don't think she is.
No.
But because in that case, Crystal also would have been mated to Devon at birth.
Okay, so they
Jesus.
So
I like downloaded a whole ass app
oh right, you have to download the app
driving
for the phone.
home. Don't even have lipstick on. Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry, girl. I promise
road, the
I'm
car behind me is like, what the fuck?
I promise I'm
Okay. All right. What are we doing? Where are we at?
Okay, well, we're like going into Coldspire, Coilspire, but like
Coilspire, but like
I was just asking you because I was like I know
because I was like I know
the crescents and the serpents
the
are
crescents
not
and the
like
serpents are not like
fucking each other.
So crescents
Fucking
are
each other.
off limits to the other warriors
Yes. I think
because
I
they're
was
each
just,
other's mates, right?
I think I was just
Well, crescents for this pack. Let's be specific. For Shane Warrior pack, crescents are off limits. That was a deal. I don't talk about it in the book, but it's briefly mentioned that they're not fucking each other because of their parents' generation. Shit that went down. That's gonna come up in book 2. And yeah, so
you look fabulous, by the way.
you look fabulous by the way.
oh no, I don't. But thank you.
No, the sunglasses fit.
No, the sunglasses fit.
The natural light.
Just hiding the bags. Fucking each other, and no, James, Vanessa, and Crystal did not fuck Josh. Vanessa and Josh, James, Vaughn, Shane, Eliza, Vanessa, Crystal, they're all friends. They're all very good friends, but not that good.
They just have seen each other naked, like Lisa said. But like
Yeah, because they're at sex parties. Of course they're seeing each other naked. Like, yeah, they're not fucking each other, though. Josh was busy fucking his 4,612 women.
Yes, a number which I remembered.
She did remember the number.
She did remember the number.
The number is important.
It is. No, but that was like that was
And
more
yes,
just our...
Isabella did
but
come
that
back.
was like that was
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was saying that Isabella did come back at 12 years old because that was the age she died. So she did age. So when she was resurrected living age.
Mm-hmm. No, that totally makes sense.
If that
I
makes
guess I
sense.
was just thinking
No, that
of
totally
it.
makes sense. I guess I was just thinking of it.
Again, I wasn't thinking. I was just like, wait, the fuck?
Again, I
She's got a
wasn't
twin?
thinking. I was just like, wait, the fuck? She's got a twin?
She has a
I
twin.
wasn't thinking about her age.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's
I
the
wasn't
misleading
thinking about
part.
her age.
That is the misleading part because it's like she's a twin, so how is she younger? But you kind of have to just like think about it for 2 seconds because she died 6 years ago.
Well, Lisa's smarter than me.
Lisa's smarter than me.
No, I'm not. We just pick up on different things. No, I'm not. We just pick up on different things.
So that was basically our thing.
That was
Okay, continue on. I'm just here.
No, you're
Correct.
good.
No, you're good.
I think there's like some
I
feedback.
think there's like some feedback.
Yeah, there's an echo.
Oh,
Probably
is there?
because sound is coming through your car.
I don't hear
probably.
anything.
Probably because coming through your car. Probably.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can disconnect that. Oh, where's my Bluetooth?
You're good. I totally don't mind you being here. It was more just like, oh yeah, like there's definitely an echo going on.
Yeah, I think that fixed it.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you hear me?
Yep. That fixed it.
Am I still here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay. Because it says uploading will notify you when it's done. I don't know.
Oh, don't
I
worry
don't know.
about
I'm on
that.
the
It's
phone.
just
It just started a new track for you. That's all.
Okay.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I was like plugged into like my wire, and that's what was echoing. But because I'm still connected to my car, weird
Makes
Got it.
sense.
technology.
So we were just getting to Coilspire. So
Have fun.
We kind of briefly talked about it. We've been jumping all over the place.
we have been jumping around just because
Clearly.
like, we're thinking about so many things.
Yeah, I thought you guys were done because you were talking about Isabella. I was like, oh man, I got the tail end of it.
Well, we're almost there. Like
I brought up
Yeah, almost.
I
We're
brought
at, like,
up Isabella
60%, I
basically
think.
at the beginning, so
so I guess when it comes to that, I mean, obviously Liesl brought up a lot already in terms we were talking about how like this was like the little, even though they're in exile like just for a week, like this is the whole, they're trying to figure out if they actually like really want to do this with each other.
they should get exiled more often if that's how their weeks go.
True.
Like honestly, like that was probably the healthiest week that they've ever had. They talked a lot, they spent time together, they had some great sex, you know, and you know they just had
They
time
had
to
no
be
drama.
domestic.
No drama.
No drama whatsoever, no one
Yes.
interrupting.
It almost felt like we were getting the real Josh. Like without the politics, without the whole like
Yeah.
duties going on, like this was just how he was, like, and the fact that it was his mother's like the idea of it being like a safe haven.
Safe haven.
Away from everything else, and that they like that's basically what she was saying, right? Like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I mean it with him being the only one allowed to be there, you know, other than the staff, and like the protection that not even Nathaniel can break into the protection sort of thing, which also sucks to be Nathaniel that he couldn't access Rose there, but anyway. Just it literally, it's his home, it's his family home, and it kind of was the time for them to redo that bond where, yeah, they are family now, whether they want it or not. You know, and this is giving a little piece of Josh, you know, but also a little bit memory of Rose before the whole Noah incident, whatever that is.
That still boggles me that like they were besties and like everyone's just got to pretend that Noah didn't exist. Like,
right.
like, or that he isn't, like Josh is really the only person that brings him up. And that no one else really brings him up, and it's like, that goes more into like my theory, like our theory, though. Do you want to tell Taz?
Which one?
Well, you can tell her your dragon.
Which one?
You can tell her your dragon theory.
Okay, I'll start with the dragon theory. So I was telling Tabby that I have a theory that Josh is a dragon shifter. And reasons for this being that, well, first, the fact that serpent, you know, reptile sort of thing, but also just the fact that he seems to have control of fire and heat. I mean, he was talking about like when on Samhain, when it was in the river, like he used his body heat to warm her, and she thought that her clothes would already be dry just from him carrying her. And, you know, it's always talking about like the room gets like super cold when he's angry, or it warms up when, you know, he's feeling a certain way. And then when they had their first time together at Coilspire, like it talked about how her darkness like slipped out of her and was tangling with the firelight, but the firelight wasn't backing down or being like put out or anything like that. It was dancing with it. And so I think that he has control of fire. And so what with being a basilisk and already a super powerful thing, and on top of Nathaniel thinking that he has some sort of scary power, and Josh not wanting Nathaniel to like look into him anymore to get Nathaniel off his back, I think that like the secret power that Josh is hiding is that he's a dragon shifter. Oh, and additionally, with the when they were talking about Nathaniel's daughter being a dragon shifter and talking in the library about that, like the moment that Rose started reading the book and that part of it, Josh like froze up when he was listening to it, and you know when she was like talking about it, he was frozen and silent, and then when she said, "But dragon shifters are extinct now," and he's like, "Well, how do you know that? How do you know that they're extinct?" And she's like, "Well, do you know a dragon shifter?" And he like hesitated, and he then said no. It's like, I think he could be a
No,
dragon
he
shifter.
said, you don't know, maybe.
That part, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think Liesel's like bomb on. Like, I didn't give all that. Like, I didn't even think of that.
I am not going to confirm or deny, but I will play
Obviously.
devil's advocate. The first part where you said he could regulate heat, or he has like power over temperatures or whatever, basilisks or snakes can regulate their body temperature. Just an FYI. So something to think about. The fire theory, when the first time they were together, sure, we could we could go with that one. But there is a clear hint that I gave early on about who Josh might be, or something linked to him. It's not bad early on. It was during Maybon. And then it came up again later. I'll let you
I
linger
feel
on
like
that.
it's the other thing about like the dragon thing is the whole thing that the seer said at Maybon of like the heaven and skies thing. Like I feel like that could be related to dragons and flying.
You guys talk about this. I really have to pee real quick, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
I promise.
You're good.
Josh is hot.
Josh is hot.
Oh yeah, you missed it. We were talking about like, so she was saying that after Liam, if Liam wasn't an option, that she would definitely want James to be to fuck her.
James is hot. Okay, James is like the guy who broke out of prison. The dangerous guy who broke out of prison.
He's like bad boy, but like he's actually like
he's actually bad. Yeah. No, he's the enforcer. I don't know if you saw the new reel that one of my content creators uploaded, and it was like introduction of the warriors, kind of like with their titles, and James's was the enforcer, which is true.
Yeah, I mean that checks out from what I understand of it.
Because he rules the dungeon. Rules the dungeon. He's in charge of the dungeon, and he is also the commander of the royal army.
Right, and like and all the security and stuff. And I think I did get the hint of when Rose went in there, like, hey, can you like get rid of all or like deal with everyone who knows about me?
Yeah.
Like, and she's like hinting at like, I know what you do in the dungeons, and I promise not to tell if you do this.
Or question it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like she can do anything. I mean, obviously Shane knows what he
true.
does in there. Yeah.
Yeah, which I think Shane knows. Well, obviously he knows so much because he's alpha, but like
Yeah.
he knows so much that he's not letting on, and I feel like that's gonna come out even more.
It's also need to know because he's alpha again. Like it's classified information. You don't have the fucking right to know shit.
Right.
So his silence isn't just him being devious or just not talking. It's also like you don't fucking need to know. It's none of your fucking business. You know?
Right.
It's like it's like national security, you know? The president doesn't tell us shit.
Especially because it's like a worldwide thing, which I was telling Tabby that I keep forgetting that this is worldwide supernatural rather than just in the US, for example.
Right.
Like I appreciate you've written it in such a way that I keep forgetting that we're even in the US to begin with.
Right?
Because it's like
no, we're in the Appalachian.
Dude, when you literally You literally like wrote the like, oh, headed to New York. It's like, wait, what? We're in New York?
We're only 6 hours away from New York.
Huh? Question mark? Or like whenever they would mention, oh, we're gonna go overseas to talk with one of the den lords. It's like, what? Overseas?
Yeah.
There's more?
The Asian den lord, the Middle Eastern, the African.
Yeah. Which I guess it makes sense that supernatural are not just in the U.S. because the U.S. doesn't get to have just that. But
Right.
but then I appreciate that, like, you bringing in. I liked the way that you put, like, as the Black Plague, specifically as the last time that the cursed one was awake and causing chaos, because it's like, oh, I guess we don't get much about humans really, but I guess it would make sense that humans don't understand the supernatural, and so it has to be a cover-up. How on earth did half of the world die? Oh, the Black Plague.
Right.
So I think that was clever, working in real, like, modern, well, not modern obviously, but real things that have happened without making it be like, oh, we are in this world.
I think. Sorry, go ahead, Tabby.
No. I just had a pee thought.
Shower thought, pee thought, you know.
So, what if Noah was working with Nathaniel?
Noah was 14 years old, girl.
I know, dude, but I'm saying
Doesn't matter to Nathaniel. Clearly, age doesn't matter to Nathaniel. He's trying to hook up with an 18-year-old.
She's legal.
She's legal.
Anyway, what were you guys talking about?
Being a history major, I love the unknown in history. Like, you know, the Black Plague, even though we know what happened for the most part, like, it's still a fucking mystery, you know? It's still like, holy shit, the Black Plague, you know? And, like, what's that other one? The one where all the people went missing.
Oh, is it Roanoke?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, like Roanoke. That'll come up in my Witches series. Spoiler. You don't know how, but it will. And then Salem Witch Hunt, and
bringing up all of, like, the different lives that Nathaniel and Isis lived. Like, that was cool,
bringing
seeing, like, the like previous historical figures.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fascinating to me, and it's just like, I don't know, like, I feel like sometimes I'm an old soul. Like, I wish I feel like I can put myself in those places and times, and I kind of just want to, like, live through that in the pages, I guess. I don't know if we'll ever, like, I don't have really any plans of memory walking as Nathaniel can do, just because we're never really going to get his perspective. But we'll see what I have planned with that, because it'd be fun to explore, like, different time periods, but time traveling is messy if you don't do it correctly. You know, it can get very twisted and very messy and just fluky, and I don't want to do something that feels rushed or like a new theory dropped in or something, you know, like, because sometimes it can get too fucking wild. You're just like, what?
But I guess to go from, I think this is where I told Liesl earlier, I told the audience earlier, I didn't dislike Josh up until, like, after Coil Spire and they came back. And I was like, bro.
Unnecessary.
That whole, like, it was unnecessary. Of, like, he could have recovered from that, from saying, like, yeah, sorry, he wouldn't apologize, but, like, you know, I didn't mean it. He could have just said that, and sure, there would have been some animosity, but, like, it would have been fine. But no, he doubled down on it and was just like, nope, it was all training. Hate you still.
No, he was like, sorry.
No. All I was going to say was that it's like, it was a training exercise, but at the same time, like, it's not that, it kind of, like, fucked with the reality a little bit, in the sense of, like, but, like, not, it's like, wait, did what happened just happen? Like, we just had, like, a great week. Why all of a sudden we're coming back and we're back to square one?
Yeah.
Like, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, so my play on that was kind of like the first 3 weeks of dating somebody. it's all wonderful and nice, and you're in the honeymoon stage, right? And it's like you're having these amazing dates, and they're fun, and you're giddy, and you're kind of like picturing, what if this could work out for the long run? What if it is like this all the time? It's kind of like that. And then they come back, and it's like reality hits. It's like, nope, he's a fucking douchebag. He's still a fucking douchebag. And it was a fluke,
Mhm.
But in their case, it wasn't really. That was Josh, like, if outside things weren't in play. Like,
Or-
Courtfire was true.
Or more getting like too scared of like his own feelings. Like it's like, okay, we were really living in that way, but it's like, no, we can't live that way because of all these
You
other
killed my brother.
things. Yeah, all those other
Mhm.
things. Here, were you also thrown off by the whole marriage thing? Because I was.
I was too.
Okay, if I'm being completely honest, right now I don't see it as necessarily necessary. Like, I think it feels like it came out of nowhere, of just like all of a sudden, oh hey, by the way, you're married. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's a higher purpose for it in the future, but it's like Josh already had claim over Rose as like mate, and it's like, well, you can't tell me what to do because she's my mate. Like, specifically, I'm talking about like after he truth drugged her and was telling Shane like, no, I'm gonna take her because she is my mate and my wife. Like, maybe sure, it's just another level of it, I guess. But right now it just is like, well, they're already trying to figure out their mate stuff, and I don't know.
Didn't Shane do it, or didn't Shane like help him do it?
Shane and Eliza like agreed on doing that just so that Josh couldn't marry.
It was Eliza's conniving idea.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her still.
Like, I can see if she did it literally just, well, they're gonna be married anyway, so might as well do it early behind the backs.
Mm-hmm. It was the idea that like, well, because also like, even though obviously if they don't mate by the end of the year, they're dead, right? It doesn't matter if like they're married, like in the long run, if they die anyway. But it was more the idea of also in name, like, because the name also, because of her being royalty, matters in a way, like to the outside world. It went back to that whole marrying a serpent thing that they were fucking trying to do with him. It's like, or trying to like have a serpent for him to mate without the divine.
Yeah, but marriages are stupid in their world.
Yeah.
Because you can easily get a divorce. Like, who the fuck cares about a marriage?
Right. It's like, but
I mean,
yeah,
reality too.
I will
Although
say,
I will find it interesting just the fact that he knew about it. Like, it wasn't actually behind his back that much, because it was like, I read everything that I sign. So it's like, and he let it happen. So even though he hated her, and clearly it was done before they started getting to know each other better and he started falling for her, the fact that he's like, okay, cool, like before they started even falling for each other.
girl, it hit me the whole like, oh, now I'm thinking about it, like why can't we have a good fucking life? It's like, why would I want that with you? And I'm like,
It's like, dude, you want that. Stop like cock blocking yourself.
Baby, he's cock blocking twice.
Literally, like physically and every other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like, I mean, I mentioned this in our last interview with Tabby. He's struggling with his grief of like, this girl killed my brother. How do I make that make sense? Like, how am I supposed to be with her when she fucking killed my brother? You know, so it's like also staying true to those feelings and struggling with that.
And I do appreciate that you keep it consistent. It was like the fact that it like did happen after that I was like, oh, I was like, we were happy for a second, and then of course it went away.
Yeah.
But obviously then going to obviously after that, I mean, obviously we talked about a lot of this, you know, Eliza losing her baby, which was fucking awful, by the way.
Yeah. That was sad.
I think the next part is like the Liam and Josh being in cahoots.
Yeah,
Like
that
I
was
did
like,
not see that coming.
girl, I was okay, hold on. Okay, so when they went when Liam came back, I was like, haha, baby, yes. Not because I'm a Liam fan for me. Not for like Rose. Like I just like,
Most people are, Tabby. You have competition.
I mean, it's kind of hard to compete. Anyway, but so it's like, what boggled me, Lisa, was I was thinking it was gonna go in a whole different direction, where like they were gonna get caught, and it's like, haha,
Yeah, I
like
thought
you've
I was gonna
been,
be caught.
You
yeah,
thought it
because
was gonna be a cabin in the woods scene.
Although
yeah,
I had like the moment where it's like, oh wait, he didn't just come through the front door and barging in on them. He came in from a room already in the cabin,
He was
which
already
means
there.
he's been here.
girl. Okay, so first of all, the fact that Liam Dasso was like, I can help you get your memories back
Mm-hmm.
because I've had your blood.
So I know your memories. You just have to look into my mind.
Yes.
Drink my blood.
And that's the thing, is that it could kill her, because that, if you have too much of it,
Mm-hmm.
too much of the vampire blood, it will kill you.
Too much of a good thing.
It was just interesting because, like, I will say in a lot of like wolf lore, again, these are shifters, but like it is like I've seen it the other way. Like if I'm thinking Vampire Diaries, like a werewolf bite is like death to a vampire. So it's in a lot of other like vampire books where like the vampire, I'm thinking specifically like other different type, like where a vampire's blood could cure you. Because they're shifters, that doesn't work for them, because they're like like it's poison. It's interesting because I'm seeing it in the reverse, where normally I would have seen it in like the other way. Because her blood is not poisonous to him. Anyway, I know that didn't make any sense, but like,
I just think that Josh is like, he made this quote unquote plan with Nathaniel of like, you can do whatever you want with her power. I don't care. And then also has the like, Liam and I had a plan, but then he went and fucking fell in love with my mate. It's like, well, Josh, it seems like your plans don't work out very well. It seems like both people you've had plans for went and fell in love with your mate. So
yikes.
Stop making plans with people.
I didn't even think about it like that.
I didn't think about that either.
But, dude, Nathaniel's isn't low though. Like, but like,
Nathaniel is hot. Excuse you.
He's in love with her power, and then just happens, like I said, that she has a great body too.
Liam, okay, I get it, man. I get it.
I just felt betrayed for Rose in the fact that Liam has been working with Josh for 4 years, whereas Liam's only been with Rose for 2 years. So it's like, okay, so literally Josh sent Liam to distract Rose, which obviously ended up in this sort of fuck buddy relationship.
It was another moment of something she thought that she had for herself. But then it happened, it again was like a rug pull out from the under. But even then, it was something that Josh had manipulated. Again, Liam's feelings and her feelings for him are real. But like the situations to get them there were not like.
And it's like, yeah, no, you did not meet on accident. Like it was set up from the get-go.
I mean, because obviously we know that the vampires are involved with Nathaniel in their scheming, the king and queen. So it's like, obviously he's involved because he knows that they're bad. Liam.
Yeah.
Like knows that they're involved. And so like they're happening like with each other. You know what I mean? I can't look at her face, dude. Like while we're talking about this, like No. It's just like okay. Liam might not know that they're involved directly, but he like or like it's not either confirmed or denied. He has to though because he's seen her memories. So
And she's told him like everything so far of what happened with Nathaniel.
So it's like obviously one of the vampire princes is involved besides Zach. In that way.
I will say, Liam and Josh's alliance didn't have to do specifically with Nathaniel to begin with. It became about that, but initially they have a separate mission. Like they're on a separate mission, but then it all comes together because they're all linked. But
obviously, it all comes together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now.
I wonder what they're fighting against then. Like,
I mean, isn't there like a civil war going on with the vampires?
I
mean, maybe
So
that.
But that's not related.
Oh,
not really.
No.
There goes that theory. It's like, oh, maybe this. No.
I would say it has more to do with like, does it has specifically have to? I don't know. Specifically have to do with Rose.
I'm gonna be right back.
Happened?
Gotta let the dog out.
You're good.
This brownie is crumbly. Crumbs all over my bed.
No, because I really think. Oh God, Liam is so cool though. Like,
I love Liam.
Yeah. Because now I'm just thinking of his voice when I'm like reading Liam, and that's what's killing me.
I'm gonna announce you guys in two weeks. Not the 16th, the week after the 16th.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I mean, I'm just really happy that so here, quick, I can tell you here just because Liesel's taking her dog out. So obviously I shared with you all those demos of me doing like
I'm still going through them, but yeah, I've listened to most of them.
Yeah, and that I've been working on for like the past few months with my mentor, but I shit you not, I sent him just a snippet and it was
Do you have it?
Yeah, I have the snippet.
Send it to me.
He loved it. Let me pull it up.
Well, obviously.
What? Well, no. This wasn't even like planned. I just shared it with him because
Neither was your audition.
Huh?
It doesn't have to be planned with you. Your audition wasn't planned.
Oh, well, true. It was more like what boggled me was the fact that he was like, "No, this is what we're doing for the showcase." And I was like,
that was shocking to me too.
No, because like I mean, not that your writing isn't good. It was more just like, oh shit, he thought it was so good that he wants to do.
I'm pretty sure it had to do with your performance too.
Well, yeah, obviously. It was the do these have chapter numbers?
But that's so cool that you even did it, like, and you showed him. Like that's where my heart. I was like, oh my god, you showed your mentor.
I did.
You did a scene from my book. For your mentor. What?
I even talked about it like with like the people who added me to the mentorship when I was auditioning, and I told her about it and how much I was like excited to read it. And she was like, oh, like I'll have to take a look at that then. And I was like, but I read it for him and I shit you not, he was just like, yeah, no, like, cause I've been working on all those 8 pieces and I thought I was going to do the Mr. Bridgerton one for the showcase. And he goes, this one. Out of all the plans taking us out of it. Yeah, like I did it and he's like, no, this one you feel like the most confident in. I was like, is this your first read of this? And I was like,
well, you are Rose. Rose is you. Like,
it's where she's telling him that like she wants things to be real.
Yeah, in Romania, in bed, right? If you're gonna kiss me, Josh, then fucking kiss me.
Mm-hmm. Where was it? Because I'm trying to like. I mean, obviously I have it, but I was trying to find what. Yeah, because what we're doing is we're going from every time Josh kissed me to and stop lying to me, saying all these things to get your way with me when you mean none of it. Now, I obviously am doing the guys' lines, which is fine.
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously I'm doing them well. I tell you something my mentor said. My mentor said, "Yeah, you did it sexier yesterday." And I was like I was like cuz like my Josh voice is I feel like like I don't even know if I could
That would be interesting to do and listen to.
It was like it wasn't a mistake.
I can't look at you.
Just like I can't look at you when we're talking about this, like, because you're just like.
I don't know. Your shirt looks green to me.
Oh, it's like a sports bra.
Is it green?
Yeah, it's green. I'm going with the whole like
Gamer girl look. Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about. Okay, yeah, we were talking about the marriage. And that after this is where Lisa and I you were talking about the heat. And how like she's just being a fucking amazing bitch and she's just like not giving in.
My battery might die, just FYI. I'm trying to find my charger. I don't know.
Oh. Well, we will know if that happens.
It will just be gone.
I do appreciate I wonder if Camille's gonna come back, dude. Because they said they went out searching for her.
Okay. I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe she'll survive the experimentation.
Really?
Probably.
Yeah, she's got to come. She's a bitch, right? Like she's got to come back. They never.
I mean, I think it's the whole thing about like her knowing. Well, I guess she doesn't have Camille's blood anymore because she gave that to
Antonio,
yeah, the bear. But like, I feel like that's the whole thing. Just because, I mean, yes, obviously now we know that Josh knows about the affair already, which was why it probably makes sense why he was so calm about like, oh, she has a secret lover. Oh, this is why. But yeah, like she knows too much about them to not come back.
It's also like a self-hatred thing, I feel like, for Josh in terms of like sometimes with Liam, even though he's like pissed off that Liam's in love with his girl, he's kind of like, yeah, I kind of deserve it.
Like they do look better together.
Wait, Liam and her?
No, that's not my thought. That's like,
oh,
Josh,
what he said.
Josh thinking like, well, I suppose they do deserve each other, not me. It's
like,
kind of like the vibes he's going for.
Shut the fuck up and stop saying this dumb shit, and maybe you won't think that way.
Stop being a jerk, and maybe things will work out.
Stop trying to hook up your girl with every fucking other guy that's like 4,000 years old.
She's literally said that she's yours and she wants to be yours, even though you're an asshole and don't deserve it.
Story of every girl's life.
I will say the whole like marking her thing, that he doesn't want to mark her because like then that will because he'll get her memories back, or they'll get each other's memories.
It's like, what else is Josh hiding?
It's like
it's
he's
that
hiding
other power thing.
Yeah, he's hiding that dragon thing you were talking about.
I still think it's a dragon.
Or I don't know if he's trying to keep that from Rose or keep that from Nathaniel or like Shane or something. He's trying to keep that from everyone, but like the fact that she knows it puts her in danger too, maybe. Who knows? That's like what I'm thinking. But yeah, the whole Noah thing really bothers me. like, because I know we were talking about Isabella, but like it bothers me that they were like, but he's just like gone. No one talks
Mhm.
about him. No one says anything about him, and it's like, okay, is this a thing where he actually was, or are they like, are they? God, fucking damn it! It's like, are they setting up Rose's reality to where it was like it was even shaped to that point where it's like we're just not gonna talk about it, or we're not gonna like talk about, because like you don't remember your relationship with him, so why are we gonna talk about it?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because like why would we talk about him in your presence? Because like, but like I feel like if you live in that era for 6 years, I don't know if he's evil, dude. I don't want to say Noah's evil, but like if his mate was, I just don't see how he couldn't be affected, or she could have killed him.
His mate was 12 years old.
No,
And also, the reason why nobody talks about Noah, well, at least the other warriors, Daniel, Antonio, and Sam hadn't shifted yet, for one. They weren't 18 yet. The other four, Shane, Josh, James, Devon, had shifted.
And did the oath thing.
By the time they wiped Rose's memories.
Hmm.
So when Noah died, James and Devon had not shifted yet. You guys don't know this. This is the timeline that I have going right now for book 2.
Mm.
But backstory. It's not spoilers or anything, but
Mhm.
so Josh had just shifted, and because I mean Rose talks about this too. Like Josh had just shifted, and then Noah died, and then their parents died, or maybe Josh had talked about it. And then Josh's parents died soon after that, in the same year. So by the time, the 4 older warriors, they don't talk about him. Josh does because he can, and we know this because he can't be manipulated. His mind, like he can't be binded to oaths.
Yeah.
But the others are.
powers.
The others are, so they cannot talk about Noah to Rose.
Right.
So it's not that they don't want to; they legit can't.
I guess I have the question: is that oath like permanent? Is there any way to break that oath? If that's most.
If Rose remembers.
Oh, okay. So like the oath becomes
But
null if she
they cannot
remembers.
be the reason she remembers. She has to find out another way, or somehow other way. Josh would be helpful, but
I think what I was saying more, not necessarily with the warriors and the crescents, but more so is just like the general populace.
well,
of like
Noah was also very young, and Josh's parents like also kept them hidden. Well, not really hidden, but like out of the public eye. Josh talked about this, like, because when he became a warrior, when he needed to like be out, like that whole, oh, we don't know who Josh Hunter really is. He's this tall, dark, mysterious beta warrior, and that's
he was
what
able
worked
to
for him to
reinvent
get the girls,
himself.
you know, because like he was the mysterious one. He was the one who kind of like resurfaced, and that's so Noah similarly, you know, like wasn't around much, so people don't really know him. People don't really know much about him to talk about him. He kind of just faded, as people do when you die.
I guess I was just more I was like, oh, like any kid death would like rock like a nation, whatever. So it's like to get that more like specific context that they didn't know him really well, or like they didn't know he existed. I mean, makes more sense.
It's
I
also
was just
like such a tragedy that people don't talk about it. Because a warrior died. Like he was supposed to be a warrior. So and dying before he even became a warrior, dying at 14, like that, you know, like you said, a child's death, like that is a tragedy for the nation, and for the warrior pack especially.
Right.
And with Josh's parents dying, I think that I think that's another reason why Noah's not brought up as much, because Josh's parents aren't around. Like when you have the parents around and they lost a child, it's brought up a lot more, you know, because you're living it with them every day, and that doesn't go away, you know, that never goes away for a parent. It's like the elephant in the room, regardless. But his parents aren't alive, so it helps not bringing it up, but it makes it worse for Josh because he's the only one who's like grieving his brother still, because everybody else seems to have moved on. Everyone else doesn't want to talk about it. Like if you take it from his point of view, it's really sad.
I feel like he also thinks that like Rose, I don't know, there's like a little bit of him thinking that she did it on purpose, like to make herself like the warrior in their pack. Like I definitely think he might have thought about it.
But Rose was born with gray eyes.
Well, I know, but like if she killed someone who was a warrior, would she then be more likely to be a part of the warrior pack?
But she didn't know she was going to be a warrior.
Well, I know, but like I'm just saying like a guy who's like grieving would come up with just like anything to be like, this is why like you've done this. But anyway, so yeah, we've said like like just more to, because we've been on for a while, but like more to wrap up the end. Obviously she gets her memories back, and we don't know obviously what those are, but she seems very hesitant and very like, albeit I say a little bit scared when Shane shows up and the other warriors show up, because we learned then that they all had to be present to take her memory. And so that like she figures out, like she got like the flood of memories back. So I don't know if she was like overwhelmed by all those things, the fact that maybe
the panic at whatever she saw in her memories,
and that she was more sad that like Josh's brother is dead. I really don't think she killed him like on purpose. And then
I think it was just made to look like she killed him.
Yeah, we think Isabella stabbed him, and then Rose went up to go like try to get the knife out of him. We don't want a yes or no. I just like that was what we were thinking.
When a warrior dies, his crescent dies with him instantly. The same.
Is it instant?
Second.
Well, but like if he's like dying but not dead yet,
anything's possible.
Like, I'm just saying, like, you don't instantly die, like.
So I think, like, as she was like trying to get the knife
like
out,
suicide,
for example,
right? Like a suicide mission. If Isabella did it.
I mean, yeah, but like she was going crazy because like she was like the weaker twin and like all the darkness and stuff. Like she was going crazy, so it could have made her lash out at Noah about that. And then, like as Rose was in this theory, as Rose is like trying to get the knife out, for example, which is what Josh saw of like the knife in the neck. Like that's when both Isabella and Noah died. Like they died instantaneously when Noah was killed, because trying to get a knife out of the neck, that's going to make you bleed out further and could cause further damage anyways. So
or maybe she was trying to stab Isabella and then I don't know, dude.
Like what if like he just stepped between them, the sisters started fighting for some reason,
that's her
and he
sister,
stepped
but
between
like
them.
I don't know, anyone can do anything when they're fucking going mad.
I mean, and like the other side of that theory could be like Isabella maybe in that craziness tried to stab Rose, and because Rose and Noah are besties, Noah's like, no, don't do that, and stepped in between and got stabbed.
And she's just like living with the fact that she killed her own mate and killed herself.
And then killed herself because of the automatic death.
I don't know.
Sorry. Those are wild theories.
I'm glad. That means we like your book, dude. Yeah, but there's something about Shane that I don't know how to put. Like, he's definitely, like, he knows more. I think, like, he's a good guy, but he's more just kind of like the lie in wait type. But then, like, the lie in wait too long and doesn't, like, tries to do it all of him fucking self.
Mhm.
And, like, fucked himself in the process.
That seems to be the theme with these boys.
Yeah,
Honestly,
so
yeah.
again, my other theory is the hemi penises are gonna come out at the same time and they're gonna fuck on the mate day. That's a big theory that I have. They're both gonna come
They'll
out,
go DP.
and I'm gonna be so hyped. Honestly, I want to see more James and Vanessa. I want to learn more
Fucking on
about
tables.
I want to learn more about Vanessa's like capture.
Mm-hmm.
And what
That'll be in the
happened.
prologue.
Yeah, what happened there. And obviously seeing Josh and her actually end up getting together. What else do you want to see, Liesl, as we're going into this next book?
I think I just want to figure out what actually happened with Noah and like the memories. I just want to see what memories she got back.
Me too, girl.
I think that's
Don't
like the main thing. And then also, because you're here, author, please give us more Josh perspectives.
No, that's interesting because I did the outline like a couple days ago, and I don't have that many Josh perspectives, so I have to tie. I'm going to tie that in. I just don't know
That's okay.
exactly how, because Josh's perspectives are very.
They're placed in good parts. I will say that. I just want more, just because I like them.
Meaningful. They're meaningful,
Yeah.
and they're more than just his relationship with Rose, because there's like a
Yeah.
whole nation shit going on that he needs to
Mhm.
fucking handle, and like serpent den lords, all that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just the politics of it. Just it's fun to explore, but it also makes it very complicated. So I have to do like a
No,
whole
I
fucking
get that.
dive on my wall.
I am so interested though to see what happened. Like I really am like thinking about what's happened next and all that. So
Did you
I'm
guys
really
touch on
excited.
the feline queens?
We did a little bit at the top.
Yeah, briefly.
Where we were talking about like wanting to know more about them and like what
they have to like do with everything that's going on, and why specifically were the felines targeted by the sisterhood, or the many different, I guess, covens of the sisterhood, like many different groups.
Yeah. And again, the whole then that led into us talking
And then
about
what's going on, like obviously like to me it seems like the Three Rivers death thing that was happening, like that's tied into what Zach was doing with like the resurrection and the portal and the whole Mistress of Death stuff. So maybe
and saying
seeing
that there
if
needed
there's
to be
any
two
more
twins.
Yeah,
Or,
two
sorry, the
female
twins.
craving twins for that resurrection sort of thing. So
Which then made me think. Sorry.
Huh?
What do you guys think of Zach?
I didn't realize he was so young.
He's 16.
Again, the more just like he's just being manipulated by all this.
Yeah, I think
not
he's
necessarily
also
that he's
being manipulated.
I don't know. I mean, you guys remember the prologue, right?
Well, no. Like I remember he was like obviously they had like they were drinking each other's blood.
I think the thing about Zach is I'm curious why he said that their powers are complete together, and like just why specifically it needed to be their blood together to open this portal, and what connection they have to each other.
Yeah. Let me pull up the bloodlines.
I was talking more about their personalities in the prologue.
Oh, well, I did bring up the fact that she was like being, like she was a completely different Rose. Like she was like dark Rose.
Dark Rose.
And like
I like that. Dark Rose.
Like, yeah, like she was dark Rose, and she wasn't like, you know, where is he in this bloodline?
Like she was more
confident.
Confident in her powers for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like she knew she was
Um,
the bitch, and you couldn't tell her otherwise.
Yeah, and it's
Mhm.
like honestly, it's like she was commanding it more than Nathaniel was.
Yep.
Which is what makes me think like,
But also Zach, like when Zach entered, and she was like observing him, like so she hadn't met him before. That was the first
Girl.
time meeting him.
Lisa, what you were bringing up before about the soul, body, like the
Mhm.
physical. She has a line in here that's just made me think about what you said, where she goes, well, Nathaniel says she's known all her life. You're the body, I'm the soul, you're the physical.
That's a good line. I wrote
I
that.
like I'm the essence, I get it, you need my power. Well, I think it's because they mentioned that they don't have to wake her up again.
So they don't have to wake her up again.
Like this is the point of this is also so that they don't have to wake her up again.
A lot of it ties into also Zach's background.
Zach also feels a little bit weird where she's able to drink his blood without like it killing her.
If their bloods were mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can.
And then he says like my powers are above your clearance level. It's like they play
He's
with
quite
each.
sassy.
I mean, I like Zach, I do, but like in that like dark way.
I wonder if it has something to do with her powers, of course, but like just the parts of the same soul, how the mating bond is. Like obviously, I don't think they're mates, but like how the mating bond is like a soul that is completed, two halves of one soul that is completed. Like I'm wondering if like there can be even more parts than just the two mating parts.
Well, yeah, he's got the spirit magic. I don't know, girl. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, in a weird way, I'm like, okay, he's cool because he's sassy and I like that. But also, like, what if he's like a reincarnation of somebody? Like, he sound like, I don't know, he's 16, but this doesn't sound like someone who's like 16. You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel like my first thought was because of like with the three rivers thing, how they seemed possessed, like by that smoky thing that came out of them. It's like my first thought was, oh, something is embodying Zach, like something's possessing Zach.
This is where you go and read Inheritance.
Well, here's I also think that yeah, that's something we do need to do. But I will say, God, what did he said something about God damn it. What if it's kind of like, again, it's not exactly the same, but like you were saying, Lisa, where like they're magic mates, like like kind of how like Rowan and Aelin were, in the sense of like they were like, oh my god,
The Karanam.
how did I'm not okay. Yes, like they're Karanam. They're magic mates. I think
Like,
that could
it's
totally
like
be a thing.
They're mates, but then they're also bonded in that other deeper way.
Because okay, just I know we can talk about this forever, but I'm just thinking, okay, if Rose could have, or sorry, if Josh could have a mate besides Rose that was like not a divine mate but another mate, she could have the same thing, right?
Josh has a mate other than Rose. Am I frozen?
Oh, you're.
Yeah, you are frozen.
We hear you now, but you're like physically frozen.
No, it was
Why
like
am I physically frozen?
Not Josh having another mate, but Josh looking for another serpent partner.
Oh,
looking for like a mating bond that's not like not the divine bond, but like the normal mating bonding
Loophole.
is.
Yeah.
What the den lords and
Yeah,
whatnot
the
think
red
that
lord.
he can find.
So I'm like, couldn't she do the same thing? Like, couldn't she have someone that was that way? I mean,
If
obviously.
that was a thing.
Hmm?
If that was a thing.
Oh. Sad. I'm just thinking, we're just thinking out loud.
You also have to tie in the religious aspect of it.
Mm.
Mhm.
And I know I don't go much into that in book 1,
Mm.
but I will say that religion ties into it a lot.
So
Makes sense.
what you're saying is this is another reread. And that I will, I mean, obviously I'm going to be rereading this book a lot, but like, I mean, I just thought overall it was like great. Obviously everyone who I've talked to has like said that like they're continuously talking about it and it's forever like living rent free in the back of their minds, and I feel the same way.
Z's really excited to read it.
Oh my god, she's excited about Liam because we were talking about that. She got to the point where we got to like the ass stuff, and it was like, Liam. I mean, not just that one.
Loopholes.
I mean,
Loopholes.
baby.
And handsome, strong, muscled man.
British.
Liam.
British accent. So
Liam.
Stuart got his book today or yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I got a notification.
Yay.
I'm excited.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to get my physical copy. Because I just like having the physical copy. But anyway, this was wonderful. I had a great. I'm so happy you could get on. We weren't debating it, but I was kind of like saying like, yeah, Vanessa and Josh definitely had sex, right? Like,
Not
hey,
yet.
I really had it in my mind that he just fucked every serpent person regardless. And that's why she kind of like was uncomfortable by Vanessa and Crystal, but like,
No.
not Crystal, but like, Vanessa, because she was a serpent. So that's like, that was just my misunderstanding.
No, Vanessa and Crystal and Liza are more like sisters to Josh, if anything. Like, for real.
Now I get that. I was more just like, oh, okay, he's fucked everyone.
Yeah, that's why he's so close to them. And that's why they can talk to him any which way, because they have that kind of relationship. But it's not because they fucked him, because they are family.
Right.
Family that sees each other naked at sex parties.
Okay, they're really good friends. Hey, some families do that, okay? We don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
I was going to say the same thing. We listen and we don't judge.
But yeah, I'm really excited for book 2, girl. I mean, we've been talking about this book for a month now, so it's like we're obviously very excited.
I've been very scatterbrain writing scenes. I started writing what happened 6 years ago because I need to nail down what happened 6 years ago so I can fucking write the rest of the book.
Right. That's kind of important.
Put everything around that because that's a little important. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited to talk more about it. So it's like, I know we've been on for a long time, so I'm just gonna like, I think we're the only ones here, so so yes, but you know, if you're listening to this on the back end, like, we really appreciate you and love you, and we hope you guys have a good. We'll do another live stream at some point, just like a casual one for May. So, and then we'll set up our next book club book, and it'll be great. So, bye bye. I'm gonna put the